She's been an Ardmore cheerleader for 4 years. Haley's being escorted tonight by her grandmother, Mary Jo Abels, and her aunt, Wanda Simmons. Addison Barnett. Addison is the daughter of Shayna Sherman and James Barnett. She has been an Ardmore cheerleader for 6 years. Addison is being escorted by her parents. Peyton Barnett. Peyton is the daughter of Brittany and Dustin Barnett. She's the varsity cheer co-captain and has been an Ardmore cheerleader for 6 years. Peyton has been escorted by her parents and her brother, Joshua Clem. Anna Bryant.
All right, go to Reagan.
Anna is the daughter of Bree and Zach Holland and Lindsay and Justin Sherrill. She's been an Ardmore cheerleader for 6 years. Anna's being escorted by her parents and her sisters, Bri and Chloe Holland.
Great.
Marissa Gonzalez. Marissa is the daughter of Tamsin and Sean Gonzalez. She is the varsity cheer captain and has been an Ardmore cheerleader for 4 years. Marissa is being escorted by her parents, her brother Mason, and her future sister-in-law, Jenna. Reagan Holt. Reagan is the daughter of Natasha and Billy Holt. She's been an Ardmore cheerleader for 3 years. Reagan is being escorted by her parents and her sister Riley. Kendall Lee. Kendall is the daughter of Karen and Mark Lee. She is the varsity cheer co-captain and has been an Ardmore cheerleader for 6 years. Kendall is being escorted by her parents and her brother Garrett. Annika McKinley. Annika is the daughter of Kim King. She's been an Ardmore cheerleader for 6 years. Annika is being escorted by her mom and her sister, Carly King. Natalie Tyler. Natalie is the daughter of Molly and Chris Tyler. She's been an Ardmore cheerleader for 5 years. Natalie's being escorted by her parents. And now we have our senior band members.
Very good job, sir.
First up, Siler Beatty. Siler performed Florian Alex Beatty. He's been a member of the Ardmore Band for 7 years. Siler's being escorted tonight by his parents, his grandparents, Gladys and Johnny Nunn, his sister Kyrie, and his brother Rennie. Cassidy Konikoff. Cassidy is the daughter of Krista and and David Conacock. She's been a member of the Ardmore Band for 7 years. Cassidy is being escorted by her parents and her brother Corey. Andres Enriquez Santa Cruz. Andres is the son of Esmeralda Santa Cruz and Vincent Santa Cruz. He has been a member of the Ardmore Band for 7 years. Andres is being escorted by his parents, his sister Maria, and his brother Christopher. Autumn Mears. Autumn is the daughter of Bridget and Jacob Mears. She's been a member of the Color Guard for 3 years and captain for 1 year. Autumn is being escorted tonight by her parents. Blake Talbot. Blake is the son of Yesenia Johnston and Greg Talbot. He's been a member of the Ardmore Band for 7 years. Blake is being escorted by his mother. We would like to thank these students for their many contributions they have made to Ardmore High School over the past few years. We'd also like to thank their parents for the support they have shown them and the school over that time. We wish future endeavors, and we know that they will be successful in whatever they choose to do. At this time, the Ardmore Quarterback Club would like to thank our championship sponsors, Ardmore Tire and Auto Sales, Neil Dalvik Construction, Westco, Riverband, Tony Turner at Mahoney Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Mark Lee Insurance, Ardmore Cabinet, First National Bank, North Alabama Bank, Butler Realty.
for everything that you do for us, Lord. And please help us to win. In your name I pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AHS Sports Network. Here in Week 8 of Tiger football, we are back here at Cooper Field on the beautiful campus of Ardmore High School for our 5A Region 7 matchup between your Ardmore Tigers and the visiting East Limestone Indians. I am Coach Patrick Cornell, and as always with me on Friday nights, Coach Brian O'Donnell. Coach, welcome back with us, and it's great to be here on Friday night.
Oh, it's excited. It's you kind of feel a little bit of a buzz in the air tonight. It's a big rivalry game, big county rivalry, big now region rivalry, and we're to the point now you just keep winning and get in the playoffs. So it's great to be back after our 2-week hiatus. I know we got on here Tuesday night, but excited to be back on here and to be able to call our varsity football game tonight.
Yes, sir. It was great to be back out here on Tuesday night with you. Got to see our middle school Tigers defeat the middle school East Limestone Indians. I'm hoping that's a trend that's going to come into our Friday night here at Cooper Field. But let's talk a little bit about our Ardmore Tigers. They enter tonight's game with a record of 4-3. They are 1-3 in Class 5A Region 7. Again, we are facing East Limestone. They enter tonight's game at 1-6. They are 0-4 in Class 5A Region 7. They are effectively eliminated from playoff contention. Your Tigers have to keep winning. We have to win tonight against East Limestone, and then we have to travel next week down to West Point and win again to get in as the 4 seed. And Coach, we've talked about this for weeks now. When you come into a rivalry game like this, records go out the window here. You know, obviously we have everything to play for. East Limestone at this point is trying to salvage their season, what they can out of it. And a victory over us, regardless of how the record turns out, that's basically a win for them. You know, you throw records out in a rivalry game. I hope that our Tigers can come out tonight. They can keep that eye on the prize, the playoff spot, but also play within themselves, knowing the meaning of this rivalry game and knowing what it is that East Limestone is trying to do this evening.
Yeah, no, sometimes that's even in a kind of a scarier situation when you got a team that really they don't have anything to play for in the thought of the playoffs, but you can ruin your biggest rival's season by beating them. That that's kind of worrisome. And we kind of read off their record and what they are, but they've got some guys that are they've had some tough breaks, they've had some close games, and they've got some players out there that can really play. And we're going to have to be on our A game tonight to be able to come out with a victory. So their record's a little bit deceiving in comparison to what they are and what they can do. So this is a massive game. You got to get over this hurdle and just to get to next week. And so it's going to be a big one. And, I'm excited to see how we come out and play. You know, we kind of got their stats. You know, to me it's going to be a game along the line of scrimmages, and really to me it's going to be our offensive line against their defensive line. But as you see on the stats right here, we're averaging 249 yards a game. You know, and that's not shocking. We run the ball, and that's what we want to do. They're averaging 138 yards a game, as you can see up there. And the big thing I think tonight, it's going to be, you know, a game of inches. It's going to be a situation where every possession is going to matter. They're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to bleed the clock, limit the amount of possessions. So when we have the ball and we're rushing, you know, their defensive line is very good. It'll be one of the better ones we see this year.
Yes, sir.
And so our offensive line is going to have to do a really good job of getting a push to get JV and Jalen, Xavion, all of our guys, maybe even Alex, you know, some room to be able to get out in space and play. So really excited to see how that matchup looks tonight.
Yes, sir. And you are so right. Their record at 1-6 does not really define them, East Limestone. They've had some really tight games against even some teams that we kind of had some lopsided games with. Their defense has been very, very stout this year. The big question for them is going to be, I believe they're on either their third or fourth string quarterback. The big question for them is going to be, can they put enough points on the board for it to be a competitive game? You know, we didn't have an interview this week with Coach Snyder, but you and I had the opportunity to see him a couple times in the morning, and he said the biggest thing is going to be, can we get out to a fast start? Can we punch them in the mouth? Can we knock them backwards? Because if we can do that, the thought process is from our guys and our coaching staff is that maybe the game gets out of hand and we start to expand on it. The fear is we get into that third and fourth quarter, we're in a 14-10, 14-12, 10-6 type game, and all of a sudden we're in this dogfight that maybe East Limestone can do something here or there. They bust a big play, and next thing you know, we're down, and who knows what's going to happen after that. Yeah,
we always talk about fast starts, and you know, we've been pretty aggressive with receiving the ball, and I feel like that's going to be the case tonight because in games like this, and you know, our guys are not going. You don't want to come out there and play, you know, hesitant or play, you know, not to lose. And I don't think we're going to be that way. I think we're going to be aggressive. I think you're going to see some aggressive play calling from our offense early on. And I think they're going to punch them in the mouth. It wouldn't shock me if we take the ball. And, you know, we always kind of talk about that 15 to 20 play script. I think we'll have a really good script out tonight and try to flip it to where, you know, they're strong suit is running the ball and bleeding the clock. And when you play a team like that, you get up on them 2 or 3 touchdowns, they're going to have to do stuff that they're uncomfortable doing, which is throwing the ball. And then that, you know, that's going to lead to turnovers and to maybe sloppy play on their end. So it's very important tonight, especially being in a rivalry game and everything, to get out to a quick start early in this game.
Yes, sir. And I want to take a quick minute. I just got a text message. I'd like to say, Brooks, buddy, I know that you're watching from the house right now. I just wanted to say that Daddy says hello, and don't stay up too late with the grandparents. So you have a good night with the grandparents tonight, Brooks. I love you, buddy. But as we look to our left, Coach, we have our captains for tonight's game. It is senior night here at Cooper Field, so all of our seniors are going to be out on the field this evening. Obviously, only 4 of them can be captains, but we'd like to recognize all of them. We have number 1, Noah Stafford, number 8, Tyler McKnight, number 12, Jacob Inman, number 43, Jack Rush, number 67, Braden Billions, number 70, Landry Rubley, number 72, Aiden Ellis, number 74, Brady Certain, number 75, Will Seabolt, number 76, Braden Nichols, number 79, Taylor Davis, and number 99, Gabe Alejandro. Our 4 captains for tonight are going to be Stafford, Rush, Seabolt, and Certain. For East Limestone, number 6, Keon Miller, number 10, Landon Self, number 23, Javian Martin, and looks to be number 71, Davis Williams. We are going to transition down to the field here and get some audio for the coin toss.
What we need from you is good sportsmanship. We need you to keep cool heads as leaders, and we also need you to help with others when they start losing their cool. Can I count on you for that? All right, you're the guest. We're going to let you call it. This is a football coin. It's a snapper. His helmet is heads. His backside, his helmet is heads. His backside is tails. I want you to call it in the air loud enough for the umpire down there to hear. Tails, he says, it is heads. You have won the toss. Do you want to receive? You want the convert? You want the ball, all right? You guys, which way are you going to kick? Away from the clock? Okay, you guys come down here. You guys, you put your backs right here. That's good. All right, so the home team is 1, and we is 2. All right, guys, take care.
Okay, as we talked about, Coach, you made that point. We wanted to go out and start quick. We won the opening coin toss. We wanted the ball, and Ardmore will receive going left to right from the home press box. Kind of an interesting dynamic tonight. We have a whiteout from our student section with the Ardmore Tigers in black, and East Limestone is having a blackout the Tigers tonight as they are in white. So very interesting dynamic here. Somebody either didn't get the memo or it's just a bunch of stuff going on here. And here we go. Your Ardmore Tigers are taking the field here at Cooper Field. Always great to see the guys running out on the field.
Hey,
obviously, we saw during the coin toss, Noah Stafford will be out this evening, obviously with that brace on his knee. But, Coach, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, quick shout-out. Thompson Evans, one of our hydration specialists. He is at home watching the game on the Sports Network. He had surgery to get his appendix taken out this week, and, he's recovering at home. So we wish he was here tonight. He's done a great job this year with being a hydration specialist. Yep. Hope he gets healed up and we can get him back out here very quickly. Know his parents really well, great people. So we hope you're doing good, buddy. We love you. We're glad to hear everything's going good, and we'll see you back here soon.
Yes, sir, and those hydration specialists are extremely valuable, especially this time of the year, Coach. Tuesday night, a little bit chilly, but we did see quite a few cramps out there on the field, and so give a big shout-out to all of our hydration specialists down there making sure that our boys are staying hydrated and ready to go here this evening. Gabe Alejandro, obviously – looks like it's going to be number 37, Andrew McConnell, will be doing the kicking for East Limestone. Back deep will be Xavier Hawthorne, flanked by number 14, Logan Newman, and number 21, Jalen Smith. We'll get into our starting lineups as soon as the kickoff is completed.
Wow, good kick.
McConnell's kick fielded at the 6-yard line by Hawthorne. He breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, get past the 20. Tackle made by number 28, Jarrell Johnson. Your Tigers will start with the CB&S Bank first down at their 28-yard line. It's a great boot right there from East Limestone's kicker. I believe he is the nephew of Coach John Zerbel, one of our teachers here at the school. So, and he's been kind of talking him up this week. Pretty good kicker for them.
It's a great little nugget right there, Coach.
Obviously, as we see him kicking that ball deep, I bet you tonight if they get within field goal range, he's probably going to have a shot to get things going. Let's take a look here. We'll go after this first play. We'll take a look at our offensive starters for tonight. Alex King in number 2 this evening, flanked by Riddle. King with the pitch to Riddle, gets a blocker out in front of him. Number 77 bounced it to the outside. Almost a face mask right there. Riddle finally brought down by number 2, Drayshawn Jackson. And along with Alex and Javian, here are the rest of your offensive starting lineup. Number 77 at tackle, Landon Combs. At tackle, number 75, Will Seabolt. Center, number 71, Landon Snyder. At guard, number 70, Landry Rubley. And at guard, number 74, Brady Certain. Your tight end, Tyler McKnight, number 8. Your fullback, Jack Rush. Your wide receivers, Caden Larson and Caden Hazelwood. And that's a great job of snap count right there. We talked about it a few weeks ago, Coach. They've been mixing in this hard count and drawing people off sides. It's always great when you can get 5 yards without having to run a play.
Yeah, no, that looks like that'll get us to either. It looks like it may be a second and short, but that just really opens everything up. No, they're going to give us the first down, so, hey, we'll take it. Great job by Alex. Great job by the offensive line and all the guys out there not jumping. And look to see if we can do that a lot tonight. Really good run by Javian to start the game as we're about to be under 11 minutes left in the first quarter, and we got a first down.
Handoff goes to Riddle. Great block right there by number 70, Landry Rubley. Riddle's going to be brought down after a gain of about 4, but that's very, very solid there on first down. Coach, obviously if we can keep Riddle with that averaging 4 yards a carry, it's going to be a pretty quick game for us, and it's also going to open up the passing game for Alex. Obviously, we have a new receiver in Caden Hazelwood out there. He's had the last few weeks to get adjusted. Obviously, with King back being healthy, look for him to target either Larson or Hazelwood here on the outside as we soften up the meat of that East Limestone defense. And here we go. He's looking to pass right here. And great pass right there. Caught. Looks to be number 14, Logan Newman. A great addition to our offensive side of the ball. We know him at safety, but we've talked about him in that Hulk package at Madison County a few weeks ago. Great job of him catching that pass out of the backfield.
Yeah, no, just that great job right there. Logan's kind of been our catalyst on defense, and to get him over the offensive side and get a few touches, one of our better athletes. Great throw and catch, getting up the field and getting another first down right there for the Tigers.
Yes, sir. Both of our backs in the backfield, Xavion and Javian. Here we go. Alex fakes the pitch to Javian, hands the ball off to Xavian Hawthorne, and Xavian is off to the races, Coach. They're not going to catch him, and he's into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Ardmore. 10-10 to go in the first quarter, and your Tigers are on the board. Coach, the Waffle House menu came to fruition early down there for Coach Wales.
It has great setup right there. Great run by Xavion. Great hole created by the left side of the offensive line. I don't know if he was touched. Great job. Great play call. And that's what we're talking about. We got to get started fast tonight and hopefully just kick them in the mouth and keep doing it. And that's a great start as we're up 6-0 with the PAT pending. Great start. Great start tonight.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Gabe Alejandro on to do the kicking. Snyder the snapping. Larson the hold. Snap is high. Alejandro does get the kickoff. It is good, and we are up 7-0. 10-10 to go in the ball game. That is a North Alabama Bank touchdown. Here we go. Let's check out the replay right here, Coach. Great handoff. Great kick-out block right there by number 73, Jaston Riddle out there, laying a little bit of a block for Xavian to get through. Huge hole, and you're right, Coach. He was pretty much untouched there till he got to the secondary.
Great run right there, and that's the second head of the two-headed monster, and we are up and going at 7-0. Now the defense can kind of pin their ears back and get after this offense. And like we talked about, now they're going to have to kind of play from behind. I still think it's early enough to where they can kind of do what they want to do. But we get 1 or 2 3 and outs, and they're going to have to start pressing a little bit. And I like where we're at right now. Great start. Great job by Coach Wells and the offensive staff getting something together on that first drive. And the Waffle House menu has paid dividends.
Yes, sir. And here is Alejandro doing the kick. Looks like he's going to be kicking short as he has the last few weeks here based on – and he is going to squib kick it very high. And it is received.
That was a really good play right there by number 47.
Joshua Jones. Coach, we stole a kickoff late in the game against Madison County, not meaning to, just simply because we hustle downfield. We're using that athleticism on our kickoff team right there. Great job down there by Coach Walters and Coach Bryant Wallace down there, on special teams there, kind of changing things up. And we're going to see here our defensive starters here, and our defensive starters at defensive end, Landon Combs, nose guard, number 72, Aiden Ellis at D end, number 25, Lucas Green, linebackers, Austin Kanzler, Tyler McKnight, Azriel Lozano, and Xavian Hawthorne. Your safeties, Logan Newman and Ronnie Pylant, and at corner, Caden Kyle and Dayton Bromett. At quarterback for East Limestone, big guy, number 23, Javian Martin, Coach. He is listed as a running back, 6 foot 190. He looks a little bit heavier than 190 back there. But, we talked about their quarterback problems, Coach. It looks like they're probably going to run a lot of Wildcat tonight. And like you said, we're going to have to do a good job of tackling early and often here tonight. And they're swapping quarterbacks here. Pass goes out to the outside to number 13, Talon Blaylock, and he is forced out of bounds. And there's a flag.
Collar right there.
Forced out of bounds right there. Looks like Caden Kyle. There is a flag at the 38-yard line. And unfortunately, after that first down, I think there's going to be some additional yardage there added on at the end of that. That was number 6, Keon Miller, there at quarterback. And so going to be interesting tonight. It is going to be a 2-quarterback system for East Limestone. Looking to see the big bruising quarterback, number 23, Javian Martin, if they're going to run. Coach, no flag there. The flag is picked up. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Handoff goes to Martin.
Uh-oh.
And he busts through.
Oh, my.
And he is into the end zone for an East Limestone touchdown, folks. We're going to try to get that back on replay because he kind of got lost.
He did, and it looked like our corner on that side kind of thought he was already hit, and he just kind of stopped. And it was one of those where just for a split second or two, and we've seen that once or twice this year, where everything just kind of stops, and he I don't know if he shook away, bounced out, or just what exactly happened, but he hit the hole, and number 23, Javian Martin, is in the end zone, pending PAT to a tie ball game.
Yes, sir. And number 37, again, Andrew McConnell on to do the kicking. Snap is down, kick is up. Oh, ugly kick, but it does get through the upright, 7-7. And, boy, what an answer right there from East Limestone. They come out very, very quickly there and answer in about 40 seconds there. And here we go. Let's go back to that replay, Coach, and let's see kind of what happened right here because I lost him. I thought for sure it was going to be a tackle. Martin's going to get called up right here, and looks like, he's just going to slip through the hands of Aiden Ellis. And sure enough, great job of continuing his block right there by number 69 for East Limestone, Lucas Syme, or Symeeks, don't know the pronunciation of the name, and next thing you know, Martin's out to the races.
Yeah, we may be in for a shootout tonight. They kind of came out and surprised me a little bit with what they did right there. So we're back tied 7-7, and we'll get our offense back on the field right here, and hopefully can get another answer. I know the defense will be over there, and they're already probably talking a little bit about what they need to do. And hey, we're back all at 7 apiece with 9:23 left in the first quarter.
Yes, sir, it does bode well for your Tigers there with Xavier Hawthorne back deep. We did go down the field and score. Didn't really have to get too deep into the playbook there on that first drive. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Wales does here. McConnell heading in for the kick. He is going to kick it much shorter there. It is fielded by number 21, Jalen Smith, and Smith is going to get out to about the 38-yard line. And that, again, we've talked about it as the year's gone on. We haven't kicked it deep. A lot of other teams haven't kicked it deep. We're content with saying, hey, look, here's the field position. Let's let our defense stop, and it looks like that's what East Limestone's going to do. It is going to be a CB&S Bank first down right here at the Ardmore 39-yard line. Coach, great first drive for the Tigers. Great first drive for the Indians here. What do you think the Indians have to do right now to stop our Tigers? Because right now we pretty much did everything we wanted at will.
No, you got to key in on Javian and just and hope that he doesn't get broken loose. And if they beat you another way, or if we beat you another way, then oh no, okay,
it's okay.
And right there in that situation, I know they're probably going to call that on us, but you're curious right there if the defense may be calling out. That was very oddly played. But
yes.
But again, I still look for Javian right here to get a touch, and you got to just keep doing what you're doing until. It may not work, and then you keep doing it a little bit more with the success that we've had.
There it is, out to Newman. Very similar play design to what to what we had happen when we scored the touchdown. Newman is going to get brought down after a loss of about 3. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 18. Coach, that's just not how you want to start after a very costly penalty before we even snapped on our second drive. Going to be interesting to see right here. Javian is in the backfield. We do have 3 wideouts right here if King decides to throw. Now, obviously, East Limestone is gearing up on number 0. 126 carries, 929 yards, so he's going to be real close to probably get over 1,000 tonight if we're having a good game with 11 touchdowns tonight. Javian Riddle is obviously the player they're looking for. Great pass right there by King. Gets to Larson.
Good job,
gets out to about the 40-yard line. So we're going to gain 9 right there. But, Coach, still, unfortunately, it brings up 3rd and 9, still playing behind the sticks. Yeah,
playing a little bit behind the sticks right there. But you can tell they're giving our receivers a lot of space. Great job by Caden catching and falling forward. And right here on this 3rd and 9, with the way we've kind of moved the ball and the way that we've ran our routes right here, I look for another short route, stick it down, and try to fall forward and get a 1st down.
Yes, sir. King rolls out to his left. A lot of green grass there in front of him. He's looking. He's going to take off and run.
There you go.
That's a great job by Alex King. They are going to give him the 1st down. Great effort right there. Superman dive. Gets out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Huge 3rd down conversion right there for our Tigers. He rolled out left, Coach. Great job of coverage.
I mean,
and he just took off and went. And great job of him knowing the contact's coming.
And you talk about this is his 3rd year start, and he knows exactly where he's got to get to. That long 6'2", he's 6'2" with a wingspan of probably about 6'4", 6'5", and he needed every bit of it to stretch out and get that big first down right there. Having to play behind the sticks for 2 downs and to be able to get on that 3rd, big momentum builder and confidence booster for our guys.
Yes, sir. Pitch goes out to Riddle. Great lead block right there. Landy Combs, great job getting out there. Riddle stymied after a gain of 2. Coach, when you see those big bodies get out there and get in that 2nd level, it bodes really well for Javian as the night goes on. Unfortunately, great job by East Limestone there to blow that up, but Javian still gains 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 8, and we are yet again in Indian territory here. I think it's going to be a war of attrition, Coach. Javian's going to have to run it a lot, and East Limestone knows that, and we'll just see what happens. At some point, he's going to bust one.
Yeah, that's just what you be patient and wait for him to bust the long one, and you'll take 2 or 3 till then.
Great catch right there by our tight end or B-back, Jack Rush. Looks like he's going to be close to the 1st down. Are they going to give it to us right there?
I think we will be he may be a hair short right here.
They're going to call it. Oh, they are going to give us the 1st down. They moved it on. I was going to say.
We brought the Hulk package on, but it looks like we'll take him out. And here's the thing. Javian has not picked up a lot of yards early on, as you see right here on this first. Great catch by Jack. But if we're not going to be able to run the ball and get 5 to 6 right now, obviously something's going to be open. And Coach Wells has done a great job adjusting and us being able to have plays to be able to get some yardage right there. And great job right there by Alex. We're going to have to take a timeout right here as we had a little bit of miscommunication. Yep. But, hey, the run game, is not open like we want it to be. So, we're going to force them, to either play off a little bit to open it up for Javian, or we're going to continue to pass the ball like we do. And while we've got a timeout, we will thank our 2025 championship sponsors of Ardmore Football: Wesco Inc., Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. Again, thank you for your support of the Ardmore football season this year. Appreciate all that you guys do. And hey, as we come out of this timeout right here, we don't want a penalty. Sometimes, and as an Alabama fan, I'll kind of reference Alabama. We take a lot of timeouts in the first half, but if you're taking timeouts and you're not, it's stopping you from losing yardage and you're scoring touchdowns, it's okay.
Yes,
and I think that was a good timeout right there to kind of settle things, get the right formations in, and we'll take this 1st down in their territory.
Yes, sir. It did look like we were about to go, and Javian puts the ball on the ground, and he does recover it. That's going to be that's a late hit, but we are not going to have that called. Coach, it looked like we were about to get into Hulk package there before the timeout. Some miscommunication there with Big 72, Aiden Ellis. Riddle catches the pitch. I don't know if it was out in front of him. I don't know if he was looking upfield, looking to hit that hole, but he does put the ball on the ground. Great job by him of sticking with it. I thought the play there, the hit late was it was questionable. It does look like he had his head up, and right here.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, it was
right
a good
here,
pitch. I thought.
I thought it was a late hit for sure. King's going to roll out, and they're looking to go deep right there to Hazelwood. Great coverage.
Oh, we're going to have a late hit, so we will get a first down right there.
Smith.
Great. Yes,
that's
sir.
going to be a rough in the passer. That penalty is going to be
that's
called.
That's
on
a big penalty right there.
Number 47, Joshua Jones. We talked about Jones was the one who received that opening kickoff, or the kickoff after the touchdown from us right there. And we'll take that, Coach, because that's rough in the passer. That will be a first down. CBS Bank first down for your Tigers.
And you're talking about playing behind the chains. That would have had us at 3rd and 13. And so big play right there. Alex sticking in there and taking that hit. Now we'll have a 1st and 10. I would say on the 25 it looks like. And
we'll call it 28.
28.
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hey, and we're taking what they give us. We're getting out and passing the ball. We're doing a really good job of getting Alex rolling, giving him 2 or 3 concepts to look at, and he's hitting his targets, doing pretty well right here. So we'll keep doing it until they stop it.
Play
there
action
he is,
to
wide
Riddle.
open.
Tough luck right there. Alex couldn't get his feet set, but that pass was there for Hazelwood. If he could have gotten his feet set, I would have loved to have seen him get a little bit more upfield, but he couldn't quite get around the corner.
Yeah, it's just, again, he's young. And he's still kind of on the offensive side learning everything, and it took a little bit to develop, but a great job putting some touch on the pass, and that was a good play by their corner right there, being able to go up and make a play. And I like the aggressiveness right there on first down right after a penalty to go back to that. Great play call right there by Coach Wells, and look to see that a little bit more probably.
Yes, sir, and here we go. Ball's going to Jack Rush. Rush is going to be met at about the 30-yard line and forced backwards, gang tackled, finally brought down by number 5, Cameron Dashel. That's going to bring up 2nd down, and I think we're going to call it 3rd down, and what looks to be 12. Coach, at this point, you're in that questionable area of the field. If I'm Coach Wales, the whole playbook's open right here.
Yeah.
You could run, see what happens with Javian. If we gain anything here, we are probably within field goal range for Alejandro, but if we get it close, you may have to think about going for it on 4th down right here. And here we go. King's looking to pass. A lot of confusion there. King's going to stick his foot in the ground. He's going to get upfield. He's going to get close to.
And I do believe we'll probably go for it right here. It's in that territory to where you'll be going for it.
The 25-yard line. King a little bit slow to get up right there, but I think he just got rolled up on, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 8 right here. And we're going to see right here, looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Tough tackle by King. You hate to see him take those types of hits, but great decision-making by him right there. Nothing was open. Rather than throwing it away, he gained about 5 yards back right there and gives us a chance here at 4th and 8. Riddle in the backfield to his left. Here we go. And he's under duress. He's going to throw it, and it just has to throw it away there.
I believe that penalty will probably be on us for maybe illegal motion or
something happened right there. I'm not sure if that's going to be they're going to decline it. It is, Coach. That's going to be that penalty is going to be on the Tigers. That penalty is going to be declined. It'll be a turnover on down. So East Limestone will take over at their 27-yard line. A promising drive kind of gets snuffed out there. I like the idea to be aggressive there on first down. You hate to see us go away from the run there, but, obviously Coach Wales knows what's going on down there, and he's going to send the defense back out there. And let's see real quick after this play, Coach, I'd like to talk about Azriel Lozano, key playmaker for our Tiger defense, but let's let this play happen. It looks like it's going to be Miller at quarterback. Miller's pass is going to go to the outside, and it goes right through the hands of Drashawn Jackson. And, Coach, let's talk a little bit about Azriel Lozano. He is leading the team in tackles with 39 tackles on the year, 4 tackles for loss, 3 fumble recoveries, and has 3 forced fumbles. A very, very big member of that linebacking core there in the middle. It seems like we talk about him a lot, whether it be making plays in the field or just getting in the way, having to be a force that people are getting through. That is number 9, Azriel Lozano. Here we go again. Miller in at quarterback. He is going to hand the ball off. And again, just very patient running right there by number 23, Javian Martin there on the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Coach, our defensive line is getting great push, but unfortunately kind of getting pushed backwards a little bit. And it's causing some issues in the gaps for our linebackers here. Let's see what Martin does here. They're looking to hard count us right there. We don't jump. Be interesting to see if they make any adjustments to the play call. 3 wide, B back in the backfield, Martin back deep. He is to get the outside. Go. Great job, Xavier Hawthorne. Tackle for loss in the backfield, and there he is, Coach. We talked about him, number 9, Azriel Lozano there. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7, and you have to assume that the Indians are going to punt right here deep in their own territory, looking to flip the field. That's just a great job. Both Lozano and Hawthorne extended that line, forced him to go east and west, and brought him down for a tackle for loss. It does look like number 44, Michael Carter Hollis, will be doing the punting for the Indians right here.
I've been told by one of our trusted sources, Taylor Thaxton, that number 6, his name is actually Landon Compton, who was playing their quarterback position.
Interesting. And so we'll have to look and see. He's listed as number 40 on their roster online, so I will look that over. I appreciate that correction there. And so here we go, Coach. If you look at it right here, Landon Compton hands the ball off to Martin, and that's just a great job. Hawthorne sets the edge. He and Azriel Lozano are up there able to make a tackle for loss, and it is a CB&S Bank first down at the Ardmore 27-yard line. So, Coach, literally we flip sides of the field completely right there. Offense has been rolling, kind of gotten our own way there when we got close to the red zone. Let's see what we have here. 3rd drive of the night. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. We saw some fireworks early, Coach, but the game has kind of slowed down.
Yeah, defenses have both kind of settled in. Great job by the staffs kind of figuring out, what the other was doing really well, and let's see if we can kind of get another yin to their yang of what they've stopped.
That's a great job. Handoff goes to Riddle. Unfortunately, it looked like both of our offensive linemen were looking to hit somebody, and those skill position players at East Limestone kind of flipped the side. We'll look at number 9 right there, Brantley Stinson with the tackle. Looked like Javian got back to the original line of scrimmage, going to bring up 2nd and 10. But, Coach, we talked about it. They're going to key in on him. So the more passes we can complete, the more schemes that Coach Wales can show, the likelihood is that Javian's eventually going to bust something here because East Limestone's not going to have somebody where they need to have them.
No, you're exactly right. And you just kind of wait for that. You just be patient and just kind of let it come to you. And it looks like we're going to run it again right here with Javian. Great bounce in.
Great job.
Not much right there, but again, you got to be able to keep them honest and continue to establish the run and try to run it. And, like we said, we've watched Javian enough now for 2 years to know that at some point he's going to break one loose, and you just wait for that to happen as we have some more of our receivers coming in. Tyler McKnight coming out, number 7. Brody Lindsay is coming in. He's out wide along with Caden Hazelwood and Caden Larson as we've got 3 receivers. And it looks like we're under 10 seconds left on the play clock. We got our play in, so look for a rollout maybe to the left right here.
Oh, we got to have it looks like it's probably a timeout there by East Limestone. It couldn't have been a flag, Coach. There was time on the play clock.
Yeah, I think he called one.
Okay, that is going to be a timeout there for East Limestone. Did not like what they saw, and, Coach, you were right. It looked like we were about to throw right there. But, Coach, one of the big things is going to be with them keyed up on Javian, those safeties are going to come down, and so those complex routes, those different views for Alex are going to come into play. And we saw it. A couple passes deep to Hazelwood were there. Great recovery by their defensive backs because Hazelwood had them beat, and they're just athletic enough to get back into coverage and make plays.
No, you're exactly right on that. And it's going to be key that our receivers out wide continue to sell their blocks and sell what they're running and doing. because you never know when we may try to fake one, throw a flea flicker, do something like that. And if you keep the defense honest by how you run your route, how you go out to block, you can get them fooled, and we look, we look like Steve Sarkisian out there running some trick plays, or just running guys, getting guys wide open. So, timeout right there by East Limestone. It looked like I assume we're still kind of back in the same alignment. Possibly right here looking at Alex rolling out to the wide side of the field right here. Maybe Brody running a maybe like a post or a slant, maybe hitting him on the backside of it.
Yes, sir, and it is looked like King's going to try and make a throw, and he is going to be sacked, Coach. Number 47, we talked about him earlier, Joshua Jones. He's kind of been a little bit of a force to be reckoned with tonight. Alex is sacked at about the 16-yard line, and that's going to bring on Alejandro to do the punting duties. You could see what we were trying to do right there. He's looking to pass. Coach, I don't know if it's just great coverage in the secondary from East Limestone. I'm not going to sit here and heap praise on him. I don't think that it's that.
Yeah.
It may be that Alex is just having a hard time trying to decide what he's going to do with the ball. But either way right here, and they're coming after it, and Alejandro does get the kickoff. And that's a great job by him.
Good kick.
It goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, but they did come after it. Great job in the back
right
there. And Gabe just kind of kicking it low-line drive. Unfortunately, we've seen Gabe have a few booming punts this year.
Well, I thought they were about to make contact with him, which would have been huge. But man, you don't really know you don't really talk about your special teams until something bad happens. And for him, in this case, it's something good. As it was a high snap, he got it down, and with that pressure, he stood in there and booted it, and that was a phenomenal kick. Great job by Gabe. Great job by our up men right there, making a little bit of contact so nobody got there. As we got, East Limestone's 1st and 10 on their own 40. 15 seconds left on the game clock.
Yes, sir.
6 seconds left on the play clock, so they're going to have to hurry up here a little bit.
Here we go. Compton. There was movement. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, Coach, that's the second time tonight. I thought I saw movement from the right guard early that wasn't called, but that was the left guard right there. That's going to move the Indians back. And, Coach, we are going to stay with the AHS Sports Network at the quarter break. So, folks, we will not go to commercial at the quarter. You will stay with us, and we'll talk a little bit more about the significance of tonight's game. Take the East Limestone Ardmore rivalry out of it. We're playing for something more significant tonight. Compton takes the snap, hands off to Martin. He is met in the backfield. Great job right there. Big Aiden Ellis. And looks like, Big Aiden Ellis right there met. He's tackled. It is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 15, and that's going to run out the quarter. Coach, we're going to stay with him tonight because tonight's game with East Limestone has a special meaning here at Ardmore High School. Tonight is our 16th annual Playing for Preemies game here at East Limestone, where we are raising money to help the neonatal ICU, and we have some footage of one of our pep rallies today at Cedar Hill Elementary School, and we will stay with you. Actually, we'll go down to the field right here as we recognize a couple students here at Ardmore High School that have benefited
Tonight
from.
we celebrate our 16th annual Playing for Preemies football game. Playing for Preemies was founded in 2010 and celebrates the birth of Lauren Bates and Emma Kate Shannon. Playing for Preemies hosts this football game each year, as well as a golf tournament. Through 16 years, Playing for Preemies has raised over $175,000 for the neonatal ICU at Huntsville Hospital. On the field tonight are the Playing for Preemies founders, Rusty, Kristen, and Laura Bates, and Adam, Drew, and Emma Kate Shannon. Joining the Bates and Shannon families tonight as our honored guest is NICU graduate and Ardmore cheerleader Reagan Holt. Reagan St. Holt was born on February 3rd, 2008. She was born at 29 weeks and weighed 2 pounds. She spent 2 months in the Women and Children's NICU at Huntsville Hospital. Reagan received critical.
So great to recognize 2 of our students, senior cheerleader Reagan Holt, sophomore Lauren Bates, as we recognize two individuals who impact our community directly, that this money that are playing for Preemie t-shirt sales as well as donations go to help. We'll give you a little bit more as we get into the second quarter. Compton's pass is complete out to number 13, Talon Blaylock. Great job of tackling right there by, looks like, sorry folks, on the other side of the field here, getting a little bit of a glare, 46 Dayton Bromett. The ball looked like it came out, recovered by East Limestone. That is going to be third down, and 6 here. Again, great job of tackling, Coach. We saw a big gain early in the game on that same type of pop pass out to Blaylock, and so great job right there by Bromett, making the tackle, holding on, and giving him to a short gain. Here we go. Compton back at quarterback here. Hands the ball off to Martin. Martin sees a hole. Great job again.
Go.
Xavier Hawthorne.
That was a great
Coach.
play right there. Big hit. It looked like if he did not hit him right there, he had a hole and would have gotten a first down. Great play, great closing speed right there by Xavier, and just hitting him low. And, hey, they're going to punt it right here, and that's big. Great job, Xavier, finding him, attacking him, and just knocking him out right there. And that's a great job by Xavier, who has already had a running touchdown tonight. So Xavier has played very well for us tonight. And again, we've kind of settled in. The defenses are kind of settling in and have keyed in on what the other team's doing well, and we're fixing to get the ball back again after a very good punt right there that we're going to just let go. And that may go in the end zone.
Oh, we got a referee down.
That's
going to be down.
That was a 60-yard, almost a 60-yard punt.
It was, Coach. And you know, Hawthorne's in that, or excuse me, not Hawthorne, Larson's in that kind of predicament, Coach.
That's a hard kick to field.
Anytime you get behind the 20-yard line, if you're the special team coach, you're saying, hey, you probably don't want to field that because it's not going to set us up in good position. He does what he's supposed to do right there, and unfortunately –
somebody needs to check the hole out there, too.
Yes, sir.
Because that referee, he took one. But, man, that was a really good punt right there. And now, we're 1st and 10 on the 2-yard line. And right now it's been a battle of field position. And right now they flipped the field. And so we've got to impose our will on them. Our offensive line's got to be really good right here and just try to get out of the shadow of our end zone and hopefully get a first down or two. And then after that, just kind of piece away and see if we can flip the field or score touchdowns. We're in the Wildcat, it looks like right here with
we
Javian.
do, and Javian is going to get out to about the 4-yard line, give us a little bit of breathing room there, brings up 2nd down and 8. Coach, I'm going to correct myself. That is number 22, Keelan Kaufman. It looks like maybe I'm wrong on that because they have Javian Martin listed at 6 foot, and we have a shorter running back there for East Limestone. So I'll have to double check that.
We need Taylor Jackson to come in there for us right here and give us some updates on
the ball here because it is a shorter running back here. It is a direct snap to Riddle. He's going to follow his blocks, fall forward, and he is going to get close to the 10. Look, might be the 9-yard line. It is going to be the 9-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Great job by Javian right there, and our semi-Hulk package. I don't want to necessarily, we'll maybe call it the Captain America package. It's not quite our biggest Hulk package there, but here we go. It does look like we are going to stay in Hulk here. Javian flanked by Newman back there in the backfield here on 3rd down and 3. He's going to hand the ball to Newman. Newman's going to look to get to the outside. He's going to get past the first guy, but he is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage by number 5, Cameron Dashel, and that is going to bring up 4th down. Again, you change something up there. You go Riddle twice. Riddle hands the ball off to Newman, who's had some success bouncing it to the outside this year with his speed, but unfortunately, a great job by East Limestone there, bringing up 4th down. And give some credit, Coach Azriel Lozano, Jack Rush, and Colton McCormick back there are going to have to keep Alejandro safe as he is punting in the depths of his end zone. Great job by those front men. And, okay, we are going to get a little bit of an Ardmore roll. That's going to be about it's only in truth about a 23-yard punt, but at the end of the day it does force our defense to have a little bit of breathing room here, And for really the second time all night, the Indians are going to get into Ardmore territory, and hopefully our defense can keep playing like they have been, because, Coach, you're right. The defenses have settled in. It's kind of been a special teams game of swapping the field there. Okay, that does look like maybe it's number 27, Caden Hobbs, is running the ball. It is. There he is. Okay, 27. Kept looking like it was 23. There's up here. So that is 27, Caden Hobbs, doing the running outside by Compton here on first down. Compton's going to hand the ball off to him here. Great tackle again. There's Xavier, and they just keep running at him. Great tackle right there by Xavier Hawthorne. Hobbs gains about 2 yards, brings up second down and 8 for East Limestone. And, Coach, again, we're kind of in that point of the field right here where it's almost 4-down territory.
Yeah, probably look to see them run the ball a lot right here. Great job by Xavier not to be overly aggressive and just kind of be balanced, and then as he got to him, just attack him. And you go there again. They're going to bleed the clock a little bit right here. No rush. Look for them to probably run it again, I would assume.
Yes, sir. Hobbs.
Look.
Play action pass. Excuse me, right there. Great job of tackling.
Great job,
Caden Kyle. Great job. Again, Coach, that's what they're looking to do. A little play action. Get it out to Blaylock quickly. Obviously, with our cornerbacks playing off a little bit, they're looking for him to get downhill quickly. Nearly does break it, but great job of tackling by Caden Kyle, and that's going to bring up third down and 6 or 7 right here. Again, it's hard to tell from that far side. It says 3rd and 7 on the scoreboard, and here we go right here. Caden Kyle, great
really
job.
Right there by Caden.
Almost forced a fumble there. Got a hand on the ball, but a great job of tackling by him. And here we go, Compton flanked by Hobbs again. Looking to go deep right here. Oh, and he's got a man. He's got a man, and he goes through his hands.
That's big.
Blaylock
for the Tigers.
Got behind the coverage there. And the football gods here in North Alabama have smiled on your Tigers tonight, Coach, because that looked like a wide-open touchdown catch right there for Blaylock.
And that's kind of, the way he ran the route. I don't know if he exactly ran the right route, because he was having to kind of catch it like a basket catch. You see, was it Say Hey Willie Mays catch? But he just kind of had to look over his head, and that's a hard catch to make. So I don't really know if he ran the right route, but he was wide
Coach,
open.
Coach, we're about to see something we hadn't seen much all year. This is 48 yards right here from Andrew McConnell from the right hash, and he's going to put it up.
Wow, that is a good kick. It's no good.
It is no good.
Coach,
excuse me, that's not McConnell. That is Michael Carter Hollis right there. I'm assuming he's the big leg of the two kickers, but
that was a boot.
I can't fault East Limestone right there. If you think you've got a chance, and he was about 2 or 3 yards short. So man, if they get inside the 25-yard line, if Hollis gets back out there to kick, it's going to be some points for East Limestone. That's a great job by them here. But again, here we are, the home broadcast, and thankful for it. It's still 7-7, 7-12 to go. It is.
Now, we're worried. We're having to kick from the 2. They get it on the 40. They don't do anything. And now with that missed kick, we've got it on the 20. And so we've kind of got a little bit of breathing room, and it opens up the playbook as Alex kind of runs a –
Yep, great job. Alex is going to – great job. He's going to gain about 9 yards right there, be down about the 29-yard line, and that's a great job. Jack Rush kind of leading the way for him there. That's the beautiful thing about having a bigger body athlete in Rush, who's that B-back tight end guy, is that he's not afraid to get at contact either. And so Alex just was patient, followed him, and next thing you know, we're at 2nd down and 1 rather than 2nd down and probably 6 right there.
Yeah.
And here we go, Rush. Great job of forcing number 5 to the outside. And here we go, King. We'll fake the handoff, pass complete to Larson. Larson's going to break free.
There you go.
And
great job, Caden.
And great job by him. Tackle made by number 2, Drayshawn Jackson. And I thought, Coach, I don't want to assume anything. I think Larson was surprised by just how much room he had when he caught that slant, because I think he thought that cornerback was on him. And he was. He just got inside the hip right there, and boom, next thing you know, he's free. And if he could have broken that last tackle, Hazelwood was there to help clean up any mess, and Larson would have gone into the end zone untouched right there. That's a CB&S Bank first down, and here we are, 1st and 10 Tigers from the 48-yard line. Here we go. Handoff goes to Riddle.
There he
is right there, Coach. We talked about it.
He's gone. He will not be touched.
No, sir.
Into the end zone.
And Coach, apparently great minds think alike because you and I echoed each other right there. We talked about it all night. 52-yard touchdown run right there from Javian Riddle. And Coach, like I said, quote unquote, we talked about it. If you can throw the ball and force those safeties to get off the line of scrimmage at some point, Javian, as good as he is getting north-south, is going to find that hole and get in the end zone. Huge North Alabama Bank touchdown right there for your Tigers.
That's why you keep doing what you do. That's why you keep running the ball because it's going to break open. And I would venture to say the play, we're going to look back if we win this game on those last two possessions, that probably 2-minute window right there where, we're punting from our 2-yard line and they don't do anything. They go 3 and out and they miss a field goal. And their advantage of having good field position was squandered.
Yes, sir.
And then we get it on the 20, have a good run, a really good just kind of play action, slant right there to Caden Larson. And then, hey, Javian Riddle's, if he's not over 1,000 on that one, he's really close. And he just stopped. And on that replay, and those guys kept going, and he just sunk his hips, just kind of hesitated, and he was gone. And that's why he has the yardage he has. That's why he has as many carries as he has. As he is an elite running back. Great job right there, just stopping on a dime, untouched.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just massive. That we can't overstate how big that probably 2 or 3 minutes of game action was, right? Probably a little bit more than that, but that was to just give us a ton of momentum. As we're under 6 minutes left in the second quarter, we look like we're going to short kick it right here and get this defense back on and let them keep going after East Limestone as he slipped.
Oh, and that ball is live, Coach. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. Newman at least.
I think he touched that before
but he
it went
may
out.
He
touched it before it
Coach,
went out.
Coach,
so
he did, but
be.
Coach, I think, unfortunately, him with that guy slipping, he's not trying to hit anybody. Unethically right there, Coach. I think he may have accidentally ran out of – he got so caught up and catch that ball. He ran out of bounds and touched out of bounds, which in turn means that it would be a kickoff out of bounds. That is unfortunate right there. Give credit where credit's due. Newman stole a kickoff from us. And let's go back to that kickoff right here, Coach, and let's see kind of what happened here on that sideline. They are going to get the ball at the 35-yard line, but let's see if we can get this replay here real quick. Here's the kickoff right here. You notice the slip, and then you're going to watch Newman right here. He is going to go out of bounds right before he touches
Great job
by
the officials being right there on it and nailing that, because if it was me, I've probably got a lot of people on the other sideline very mad right now.
Yes, sir. Compton, he's going to roll to his left, looking to pass. Pass is complete to number 45. That is Preston Winton. That's a big-body tight end right there. Tackle's going to be made out there. There's our man, young AZ, Azriel Lozano, tackling outside. Brings up 2nd down and 5 for East Limestone. Interesting play design right there, Coach. Something we hadn't seen tonight.
Yeah.
He rolls out. We have a 3-route concept there, and he just dumps it off very, very quickly. Compton does. Looking to try and get us to jump. Great job by our guys just focusing on that ball. Nothing jumping here. 5:17 and running here.
They're going to kind of need to hurry. The last time they bled the clock down, they got a false start, so that'd be good for the Tigers as they get the snap off pretty clean right there.
Yes, sir. And here we go.
Great job
Aiden
right
Ellis
there.
forcing
Aiden Ellis
through
getting
his
those
block.
arms around
Caden,
him, and he's not. Once he gets a hold of you, he's not letting you go.
Yes, sir. And Caden Hobbs was wrapped up right there by Ellis, and Ellis just said, "Hey, man, we're going to fall slowly." And now it is 3rd down. They're going to actually gain, Coach, what looks to be about a half yard. They're going to call it 3rd down and 4 here. But how great would it be right here, Coach, to get a 3 and out after a touchdown, a shutdown possession? Let's go right here, Coach. Compton's going to give the ball to Hobbs. Ellis is going to force off his blocks. I'm going to be honest with you, Coach. He shed his blocks. The guys who were blocking him get to the 2nd level. Compton's going to pump. He's got a man
job
open.
By the defense.
And great job.
There you go.
Ronnie Pilot, Ardmore Telephone Company turnover.
No, you don't. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Taunting penalty right there, Coach.
They're going to call it.
And spiked. Coach.
But hey, really great job right there. They did not bite on the play fake. and great job staying. And he was throwing that regardless. You could tell by the way he was going, and he didn't bite on that. I didn't think he spiked it. He,
Coach.
I've seen worse, and Coach Snyder, I think, saying the same thing and saying, hey, it's one of those things where it's happening both ways. The emotion, he just kind of slams it down out of excitement, but
Here we go. And look at him, Coach. He tracks it in all the. If that was my center fielder out there on the baseball field,
that's tough. I don't
Coach,
agree with that.
The only thing I could say right there, and again, I'm not taking up for referees right there. If you do it towards your teammates and maybe not towards East Limestone, maybe that's what they're getting. They're trying to take control early. And give credit to the refs because this game could get chippy if they don't.
Yep.
I just hate to see it happen because there's a lot of talking going on in that field in a rivalry game like this. But at the end of the day, Coach, it is a CB&S Bank first down for your Tigers from the 11-yard line. And let's see what happens right here. 4:21 in the half, knowing East Limestone will receive that second half kickoff. Hazelwood in motion here. King's going to take the handoff. He hands it off to Hawthorne. Coach, he breaks it again.
Oh,
that's
had
a great
big
job
hole right there.
And Coach, again, we talk about it. Tackling right there by Drayshawn Jackson. Coach, they're getting up and flexing every time they tackle and lay a hit like that. If they can do that, we should be able to spin a football on a big turnover like that.
You're exactly right. And, hey, we're starting to wear them down a little bit. We're doing a really good job of falling forward 7 yards right there. Just keep pounding it away. We got enough time, bleed the clock. We're going to run it again right here with number 0 as he bounces out, spins, knocks right off of him. We got a first down right there.
Thank
you,
Coach.
We have some
laundry. We have some laundry on the field there, Coach, on the far side. I don't think it was a hold because there was a lot of chaos over there. The flag came in like he is going to point it on the Tigers.
But I don't.
And here we go. Let's see what's going on here because great job by Javian working north and south here. And so here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. So obviously where the penalty happened, Coach, you lose that penalty yardage. Since we did get the first down, it's still going to be 2nd down and 6 right here for your Tigers. And again, 3:42 and counting. If anything comes out of this drive, Coach, we are bleeding some clock going into halftime and not giving East a chance. Alex is going to roll. He's going to make a long pass right there. Great job by Larson. And he is going to.
What a throw and catch right there.
Yes,
that is a hard throw to make, and that was a great over-the-shoulder catch by Caden Larson. Just phenomenal all-around play.
Yes, sir. They're going to call that. They're going to call that 3rd down. My goodness, Coach. I think that's 3rd down in the home wrecker right there, if I'm not mistaken. There's not a lot of room right there. I'm assuming we're about to. Yeah, we are. Here you go, Coach. Hulk package right here.
I like it.
Riddling the boys right here, about to clean this up.
I like it. There we go.
There he is. Javian crosses and gains about 7.
I might just keep kind of going with that. I mean, we got all 3 timeouts. We got 3 minutes.
Well, Coach, we got 2.
We had to burn that one. But this is the thing. You got a 3rd-year starter at quarterback, 3-year starter on the offense. A lot of not youth, but a lot of guys out there that have had a lot of playing time. So I really am excited to see what we do. Bleeding the clock, just running it. We do a really good job in the 2-minute, and I know we're not under the 2, but I like where we're at right now.
Great job by King. He's kind of found him his favorite target tonight in Larson. That's a great tackle right there by number 9, Brantley Stinson. Going to bring up 2nd down and what looks to be either 1 or 2. Again, Coach, I cannot state enough how great it is to be seeing us gain chunk plays on first down, 7, 8, 9 yards because, again, Javian's numbers might not look great at the end of the night, but when you're only having to gain 2 and 3 yards to get that first down and keep the drive going, that's all you ask him to do. I mean, him busting it for 52 yards is great, but when he can gain 5 yards like that and get a first down and keep the clock rolling like this heading into halftime, you can't overstate how important that is with a player like him in the backfield.
Another big CB&S Bank first down as we're at 2:24, and again we're running this to a T right here. No rush, no hurry. We're in a good rhythm. make sure that we get the right play call and get everybody set up. Don't need any penalties, nothing like that to kind of hurt our momentum right here as we're on our 41-yard line looking to cross midfield and get to their side.
Yes, sir. And Jack Rush lays a big
job
block.
right
Great job right there.
Here we go.
Number 74,
Hey,
Brady.
that may be a face mask.
Yeah, it
here
is.
It comes. Great job. I mean,
Face
we
mask.
are rolling
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Great job by Javian and the offensive line. And like you said right there, with number 43, Jack Rush on the kick-out block, hey, we're rolling right here. I really like where we're at, under 2 minutes right here.
Yes, sir. And I'd like to give credit to Brady Certain, too, because Jack got the kick-out. Brady's the pulling guard, gets to that next level, and Javian's able to gain 12 right there. That is a face mask call, puts the 30. And we are going to have the clock rolling, Coach. I was going to say the only downfall of that is it does stop the clock right here. 2 timeouts here, 1:49 and counting here before the half.
Yeah, we got all the time in the world.
And again,
we're okay right where we're at.
And again, the beautiful thing here with Coach Wales and Alex is they've done this for several years now, and so not a whole lot of
There's
stress
a lot of
for the
room.
Good. Javian takes what he can get. Doesn't try and do too much. Gets about 8 yards right here. 125 and counting. You got to think maybe here at some point we call a timeout. But the way things are rolling right now, Alex is calm. Javian is calm. Our offensive line is calm. Coach Wales, give credit to Coach Taylor and Coach George getting the play in right here. Be interesting to see if we don't get the first down right here. And Alex is going to keep it, and at this point, Coach, I think that's another face mask, and we're not going to call that, and that's I think we got to call timeout right there.
Yeah, and there may have been a little bit of miscommunication because it looked like our receivers were out blocking. I don't know if he was supposed to keep it or if it was a read option and he just was trying to set up some blocks. But it looked like our our receivers were out blocking. So, we got a third down right here.
Here we go, Coach. Let's go back to that last play. So I think he was trying to keep it, Coach, and to be honest with you, I just don't think you get to the outside. Give credit to number 5, Cameron Dashel. He set that edge, and, Coach, it wasn't a face mask. If anything, it came in late. So that's a great call by that referee, maybe not throwing the flag right there. But at the end of the day, Coach, we are 3rd and 5 at the 25. If we can do anything right here, Coach, obviously you'd love to pick up the first down. If we don't, then the question becomes, we have 1 timeout left. We're well within Alejandro's field goal range. Do we bleed the clock down, call a late timeout, kick the field goal, and go into halftime? You'd love to say we're at 7. I'd love to see it's 21-7 going into half. But if anything, 17-7, 2-score game coming out of halftime, I think bodes well for your Tigers as we head into the second half of Region 7. Our Region 7 game tonight. Here we go. King flanked by Riddle in the backfield. Slow developing play. Pass is complete to number 43, Jack Rush.
Oh, is he going to shake him?
And Jack is going to shake him, but he is going to get out of bounds,
Hey,
Coach, which is big because that is going to stop the clock. And it's going.
I think we're going to be 4th and short. I look for us to go for it.
Yes, sir.
Here.
And that's going to give. And that's
we're
you
going
love to
Hulk
see.
right
We are
here.
going Hulk.
So hey, I like our chances in Hulk right here. As Logan Newman comes on the field, big number 72, Aiden Ellis is going to come on the field. Hey, I like it, and like you said, that's big. Being able to get out of bounds right there, we don't have to rush it. Let's get everybody out there, get everybody set, make sure we run it the right way. Look, probably going to go off the right tackle. We have gone to the short side a few times, but we will go to the strong side. And looks like we're going to have a first down.
Yes,
and
we
a
are,
more
Coach.
with a face mask.
It's a face mask for sure. Coach,
look to keep
Coach,
the whole package out here.
It must have been blatant. I'd have to ask somebody over there by the outdoor classroom because there were 7 flags, it felt like, out there on the field.
He spun him.
He did. And so, Coach, 37 seconds left here. First down, we're probably going to be looking at half the distance. That flag was thrown at about the 14, so we're probably at the 7, 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
How many plays?
We're rushing up there to get
we
set.
are. Coach, I love it. We're staying in Hulk package.
I agree with you. We got a timeout. I don't see why not. We got 3 downs. We can definitely do it in 37 seconds. So I like where we're at right here.
Yes, sir. And here we go. We are running left. He is going to be stopped.
He may have fell forward a little bit. And
he did.
No need to call a timeout. Just get on up there.
Yeah.
Okay, we do call it, which is fine. I wonder, be curious to see if we stay in Hulk or we go back to our normal set. But, hey, we've got 28 seconds, and I feel really confident that we can get, 2 plays in. I think if we run it right here, probably on third down, we'll probably pass it just because you don't want to have to rush the.
You want to have a fire drill.
You don't want to do that.
There.
Definitely. I mean, field goal kicks in high school are stressful enough. Having to rush to do it, you don't want to do that. So I do think we got it. We got one bullet in the chamber to run it one more time.
Coach, and if all else fails, you stay in Holt. Let the ball get snapped to
Yeah.
JV and just have him spike the ball.
Yeah.
That is the
you
one thing
always
you
do
could
that.
you could spike
You
it.
can
That's going to
always do
stop the
that.
clock. And but again, Coach, like you said, 2nd down and 2. It looked like Javian was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. He does kind of slide through and fall forward. Couldn't stay on his feet here. But like you said, okay, we are going to have King, so it's not going to be Hulk package right here. I think that's probably the best decision right there from Coach Snyder, because if all else fails, you're going to put the ball.
He's going out
we
wide.
Are. Okay, so we are staying
But I
Hulk.
do like this because we'll run Wildcat. If we don't get the first down, look for Alex to come in, look for Logan to split out wide or to go inside, kind of in a blocking situation for Alex to be able to run that snap on third down.
And we are running it right, and Javian
We don't have to worry
into
about
the end
it.
zone. Yes, sir. And
We'll
Coach,
take we'll take the touchdown right there.
That is. Oh, and we are okay. We're okay. Little jawing back and forth in the end zone, Coach. I believe that they were talking about the Harvest Festival at Willie Springs Baptist Church this Sunday.
Yes.
And I think that we were inviting our friends from East Limestone.
Yes, the rain's going to hold off. The rain is coming in early. It'll be gone by the afternoon, so we will still have it.
And I don't know, Coach. I think that's maybe I'll flag. That's like, he was so beautiful for him inviting it. They're giving him some tissues to thank him for that.
I do. And again, as you said on the thing, we'll thank North Alabama Bank for that touchdown right there. And, yes, come out Sunday. I think that's probably what he was telling him. Mm-hmm. And he may have been giving him the flyer. He may have just had it wrapped up in
the flag.
I don't know.
In the flag, Coach. That's what it was. Needed the referee. It's a quality celebration there by our guys, planning that with the referees ahead of time. But here we go, Alejandro on to do the kicking, Larson to do the holding, Snyder to snap. Snyder's snap is good, Alejandro's kick is good, and it is 21-7 Tigers, 24 seconds left in the half. Coach, you could not ask for a better, well-executed drive right there from your Tigers, and there he is. Give credit to number 77, Landon Combs, on that right-hand side. He moved his defender 5 yards deep into the end zone right there, and Javian just walked in. Again, it's crazy to watch Javian sometimes, because when you get in those short yardage situations, Javian's almost shocked that he only has to take 2 steps. I'm not going to get hit. He's prepped to get hit, and next thing you know, he pulls up and goes, I'll just take my touchdown. And so, Coach, it'll be interesting to see right here, was the penalty on East Limestone or was the penalty on the Tigers? I am not sure, but I think it looked like it was on East Limestone, so we are going to be kicking from the 45-yard line. I'll be interested to see if we change up what we do right here, Coach, because, again, you want to run some time off the clock, but at the same time,
you almost wish
if you can kick this ball into the end zone, kick it into the end zone and just
you almost wish you had a little bit more time where you could play around with it, maybe do an onside, because even if they get it, they'll probably be on the 35 or 30, if not deeper than that. So I look for us to kick it long right here, but be very curious to see what we do with 24 seconds left in the half.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Alejandro does look like he is going to, and he does. He boots this thing, and it's going to get in the end zone. I think that's a great call.
Yeah.
Great decision right there from Coach Walters and Coach Wallace down there. Hey, look, we know you got the leg to get in the end zone. Just kick it there. Let's not have anything crazy happen on a return. Trust our defense right here. Hey, you've got to go 80. Surely in 24 seconds, 2 timeouts, the defense can get a stop, and we go into halftime feeling pretty confident about how we're doing things on the offensive side of the ball. And give credit where credit's due. Coach Holt's defense kind of got punched in the mouth early, and they seem to have settled in as the night has gone on. Compton is going to be in the backfield. Hobbs to his left, hands the ball off to Hobbs. He is going to break it. He is going to have a block, but Hobbs is going to be forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And looks like I would say the turf monster, Coach, but you and I have both walked down there on the sidelines on Friday night, and I tried to slip and fall, not being able to stand, but we are going to have a penalty. That is going to bring East Limestone back 10 yards, Coach. And at this point, you know, if I'm the Indians, I get it. I get it. You feel positive about that run. Maybe you try and do something different. But here, Coach, I don't know if you just don't say, hey, it's kneel.
I'm conservative, but I'm kneeling it. And you don't want to risk anything right here because that would be backbreaking if you're an Indian. So I'm just kneeling it, and I'm going into halftime and trying to get something set up to come out in the second half. But great job by our guys responding after their touchdown to tie the game up.
Yes, sir. And stay with us, folks. Right before the bands come on, we are going to get you to that Playing for Preemies pep rally that we had today at Cedar Hill and get you a little bit of footage of that. Compton's going to receive the pass. He's going to look to pass yet again out there to Blaylock. Or excuse me, not to Blaylock. That's number 17, Cameron Dixon. He's tackled right around the original line of scrimmage, Coach. 8'6", 5'4". You know, you can't fault East Limestone there. They've had some success getting the ball to their playmakers on the outside. He misses a tackle right there, next thing you know. But, again, it is 21-7. Great first half of football for your Tigers. You know that even as well as we played, Coach Snyder, Coach Holt, Coach Wales, they're going to get in there. They're going to make some corrections because, again, while 14 points does feel like a lot, Coach, you do want to pad that lead. So real quick, Coach, before we go into our last little bit of halftime discussion, let's see that video of our Playing for Preemies pep rally here at Cedar Hill today. Coach, it's always great to see how involved the high school is in the community. I know they went to Cedar Hill. Obviously, we got the footage here. They also went over to Johnson. It's always awesome to have those high school kids come over, celebrate that. The kids, they just love having those guys. Great to see the football team, the band, the cheerleaders, everybody there. And then transition that into our pep rally this afternoon. It was awesome to have Mr. Bates there talking about what Playing for Preemies means, the 16th year. I believe he said that we've raised $167,000 through these 16 years of these games. And so the benefit of that is just awesome. And Coach, you're looking forward to seeing that kind of stuff as we continue on in the year. But Coach, we're going to take a minute here as we head into halftime in the Kings Hardware halftime show. This is Tiger football here on the AHS Sports Network.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Whether you're buying a home, auto, or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank offers personal loan solutions. Or setting new business goals, our commercial loans can help you achieve them. At CB&S Bank, we're here for all of your banking needs.
Caution. The temperature isn't the only thing soaring this summer. Call Ardmore Telephone Company today and upgrade your internet to move faster than ever. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss our internet options so you can connect to everything you need. Give Ardmore Telephone Company a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Vice President Crystal Tucker, and together with my team, we have over 120 years of hometown banking experience. We love to help represent First National Bank in our community, and we would love to be your banking partner. First National Bank, making communities great.
welcome you to tonight's performance of the Ardmore High School Pride of the State Line Marching Tigers. This evening, the Pride of the State Line presents their 2025 production, Blended Classics, a powerful fusion of classic rock and symphonic tradition. Tonight's program features the music of Aerosmith, Beethoven, and Chuck Berry, bringing together the drive of rock and the strength of classical music. Then we continue with Tchaikovsky's Overture of 1812, blended with Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. Our finale to the show begins with melodies from AC/DC, blended into American composer Aaron Copland's Appalachian Spring, which then brings everything back to a thrilling ending led by Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The Pride of the State Line is under the field command of Drum Major Mason Lee. Drum Major, is your band ready?
We're good to go, Mason. You are good.
Way to go, Mason! Let's get it,
And now, under the field command of Drum Major Mason Lee, please welcome the Pride of the State Line. sponsor is Roy Payne. Our percussion instructor is John Coppin. The Tigers State Line band captains and officers are drummaker Mason Lee, band captain and low brass captain Greg Coppin, woodwind captain Aiden Brooks, high brass captain Owen Burgess, drum captain Michael Riddle, telegraph captains Autumn Mears and Faith Ambersett, band president Jonathan Harlan, band vice president Cassidy Carnicom. The Pride of the State Line would like to thank all booster officers, parents, guardians, grandparents, and moms and dads, along with our faculty, administration, and staff for their dedication and support of our program. We'd also like to thank our senior land members for their dedication and thank them for their leadership and their years here with the Pride of the State Line. The Pride of the State Line will be in competition tomorrow with Hayden, Alabama. That contest, our performance will start at 4 p.m. in Hayden, Alabama. Please support these Ardmore High School State Line band members.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AHS Sports Network. Coach O'Donnell, we are blessed enough to have with us in the booth, returning after a 8-game hiatus after a full year here on the AHS Sports Network, Coach South. One, glad you're alive after some of the drivers I've seen out there in the driver's ed car over the past few weeks, but glad to have you here on the broadcast with us as well, Coach. Welcome back. I know you've been in the booth with us most of the night, but glad to have you on here live with us for the folks at home.
I appreciate it. Been watching y'all, listening to you all year, and thought I'd come up here and check it out a little bit tonight.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that. Well, let's go to some first half stats, Coach O'Donnell. We talked about the key to the game was going to be us running the ball, and we really did right here, Coach. We had 176 rushing yards. We completed 7 out of 10 passes for 63 yards. But the tail of the game right here, Coach, these last two, 10 first downs for Ardmore to 1 for East. And then look at the penalty discrepancy. They had 7 for 78 yards, and we had 3 for 20, Coach. It's going to be a very hard game when you only have 50 yards of offense and then 78 yards of penalties.
No, you're right on, spot on right there. And, really good job by the defense, being able to pick up what they were doing, hold them after that first possession. And as we kick it off right here, we're excited to see what if we make any more changes defensively, and then kind of really lean into that running game here in the second half and wear the defense down, wear the clock down, and then hopefully sneak out of here and get a winner-take-all next week down in Coleman, Alabama against West Point.
Yes, sir. And so that is going to be fair caught by Hobbs at what looks to be they're going to call it the 30, Coach. I thought that he might have had it about the 29 or 28-yard line, but they are going to call it the 30-yard line. So Landon Compton out to do the quarterbacking duties. Hobbs in the backfield. 17, Cameron Dixon on the far side. Number 2, Drayshawn Jackson. Number 13, Talon Blaylock as your wide receivers. Compton's going to look to pass. And that ball is going to be dropped. Great job of meeting him at the point of reception there by Dayton Brahman. But we do have a flag in the backfield, and it has to be on East Limestone at that point,
legal
Coach.
Formation.
Where it's thrown, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it looks
sir.
like they may have had a guy not on the line or off the line, illegal shift. So I guess we're going to accept that. They're going to replay the down, which kind of hurts, honestly, because –
it does, because I saw like 2nd and 10 over 1st and 15 any day.
So
I
that's
understand.
kind of tough luck for the Tigers right there. But
you do, and give Dayton Brahman some credit right there. He had a very soft cushion there. Again, he's over here, very soft cushion on this wide receiver. He closed the distance very, very well and made it difficult. Compton's going to roll, and they're going to look to throw to him again, and it is behind him there. So, again, interesting here, Coach. They kind of go away from what they've been known for this year, which is running the football, and they're past it here on the first 2 plays of this second half. You know, Coach South, we talked about it in the first half with what we were seeing. What did you notice in the first half with East Limestone's offense that maybe they need to make an adjustment to here in the second half?
Yeah, they got a couple of quick hitches out there and picked up a little bit on the outside. Now they're trying to run again.
Man, and Xavier Hawthorne's there in the backfield again. There he is, folks. And I'm going to be honest with you right there.
Yes.
There's our man. There's our man, Logan Newman. And, again, give Logan Newman credit because the first 3 games it was a flag waiting to happen, and now he is hitting legally and in the body. And it's great to see him throwing his body out there without a penalty flag being thrown.
That was.
I don't think we even had to wait for them to get up to see who it was.
Yeah,
we knew by the hit
no,
that
sir.
It was Logan.
If you see feet in the air, Logan Newman is laying the boom. And here we go, Compton 3rd and 10 here. Interesting to see what they do. They are going to look to pass. And, a great job right there. Landed.
They're going to call illegal. I mean, I think he got it. I
mask.
think he hit him in the head. It may have been face mask, but
I don't know.
There's 3 flags.
Yeah, there are. It's tough because I didn't
roughing
see
the passer,
anybody.
I bet is what they'll end up calling it.
He didn't throw the ball?
Well, with him hitting
him in the head. You're right.
I think that's what they're going to call. But, here's the key. We're a minute in. They've thrown the ball 3 times, and that's not what they're known for.
Oh, they're calling it a face mask. Interesting.
Wow.
Let's look at this because I did not see a face mask here. Yep,
Yeah,
there it was.
he did
And
get
that's
it.
unfortunate by Landon because he got hit right there by Lucas ducked the head to try and avoid the hit and kind of put his face mask right in his hands.
Yeah, great job by our guys up here being able to get that.
Hey, Coach South, here you go. Here's Logan Newman, and there he is.
Goodness. I mean,
you see both feet in the air, and you know Logan Newman's been flying in from somewhere.
Lord.
Compton, hands off to Hobbs. Hobbs slow. Great job. Xavier driving him into the ground.
That's textbook tackle right there.
And that's a great job. And again, Xavier has had some success because they haven't necessarily run at him, and nobody's really blocked him. He's just kind of let the play come to him, and when the time's come, he's wrapped the guys up and taken them to the ground. Great job of tackling by him.
Big night for Xavier tonight.
Especially as converted. He wasn't supposed to be playing defense for us this year, but with some injuries and things like that, great job by him just hitting the legs and driving him into the ground.
Big for our defense.
It has, because he's just he's the athlete that we kind of needed there in that linebacker core with that lateral quickness. You know, we got a lot of big bodies there, and they hold up well in that north-south run game. Compton's pass is caught right there by Talon Blaylock at the 50. That's going to bring up third down and 5. Again, Coach, that's probably the best pass we've seen today, and just very slow developing, almost kind of emergency category right there, and forced out of bounds. I really thought he was going to fumble it. He kind of had heard the footsteps coming.
You know, I know y'all talked about it the first half about getting the lead and them starting to press, and it's almost by them trying to throw the ball as much as they are coming out the second half.
Yeah,
feel like they're down 2 scores, and really you don't have to do that.
No, sir. And here we go. They're going deep again, and they're going deep. And, oh, my goodness, that lucked out because Drayshawn Jackson well covered right there by Kyle, and somehow just kind of weaved his way through. Next, he's a step behind, and you're going, uh-oh, if this falls like it needs to. That's going to bring up 4th down. Interesting spot on the field right here. And, again, Coach South, you brought up a good point. East doesn't have to panic right here. Okay, they are going to punt. I thought they were going to go for it here on 4th down, and I thought, man, they are really going to be panicking. And here you go. Watch Jackson right here. Kyle and Pyle under there, and he just kind of gets a step behind Kyle, and you're going, man, if he catches that, he's a step pass, and it's going to be hard-pressed to get him. So some gambling almost paid off right there for the Indians here as we have the big leg. Coach, we saw it in the first half. Michael Carter-Hollis, big leg back here punting. And, yes, sir, he is going to – that's a great punt.
Let that thing go. Don't even try to catch it.
Oh, okay. Coach, and you're right. You're right, Coach.
I'm scared. You know me, I'm more of the hesitant guy. That is a great catch by Caden because that – the lights, I mean, that's a great kick. It was tailing, and I know, Coach. You see it get in the 15. My hesitancy. I'm like, oh gosh, just don't muff it because that's a hard kick to catch. And great job by Caden. That's perfectly about where I mean, they had guys back there. If that rolled, you're in a situation again where you're in that 2 to 3 yard line. So for him to catch it on the 11, really great by Caden right there. Another good kick, and hey, we got it 1st and 10 right here. Let's see what we can do running the ball, wearing them down.
Here we go. Pitch goes to Riddle. Riddle gets a hole.
Could have been.
He is tackled it close to a horse collar right there. Tackled by Jarkel Nettles there on the outside. Big body safety there for East Limestone. But, again, the nice thing with Javian right there, he falls forward. That's a 3-yard gain. And so you still feel not the best after 1st down, but you feel like it's a productive down right there, even after a short gain. But, again, it looks like we're going to go back to what we said our bread and butter is going to be. And, again, you're running time off the clock. We do have a 14-point lead. The clock's in our favor. Jack Rush is going to try and get around to the outside. He's met in the backfield by a tribe of Indians back there. He's not going to be quite back at the original line of scrimmage, but it is going to be 3rd down and 9. I like that concept there. Give credit to Jack Rush. He is a very athletic B-back, but when you're handing that ball off to Xavier Hawthorne rather than Jack Rush, that play looks a whole lot different.
Yeah, and you wonder if they're going to have a wrinkle off this where maybe Alex keeps it or you get something like that because we had a touchdown on it, obviously, and then we've ran it 4 or 5 more times. So you wonder if we got another concept off that with Alex keeping it or maybe something along those lines with a pop pass to where we get a big gainer. But, hey, right here, bleeding the clock, Nice little hitch right here.
Great job. And, man, Larson was about a step away from breaking that. He gets to the 17-yard line. Unfortunately, that's going to bring us to 4th down and 5, and we are going to bring on the punt team. And, it's just unfortunate. Great play design by Coach Wales. You see what he's trying to do there with Jack. It just gets blown up. You let a couple guys get there in the backfield. Unfortunately, he can't turn that corner because Jack Rush, we saw him. If he gets going north and south, he is a load to bring down because him getting out of bounds, my goodness. Oh, and that's blocked. And that's blocked.
Oh, no.
And it goes, oh, my goodness. Hey,
I think he scored.
They do recover it. And, Coach, we talked about it all night.
And
I don't know. Coach, I don't know
it.
I don't know.
Our up guys just didn't really. I mean, they
Coach,
was just
I'm not
more than
sure
we had.
can you advance a blocked punt in high school? I'm not sure. No, it's going to be a penalty. Okay, never mind. So we have a penalty. It is going to be okay.
Well, you can recover.
You can recover. You can't advance it. Okay, so it was recovered.
They just
in the
had
end
more
zone.
than we had right there. I mean, our guys just
they did, but again, you look at our. I mean.
Oh,
we
had a few guys take some hits.
I want to give credit to that back line there. I mean, there wasn't much blocking on the front end of that punt coverage, and you're leaving your wedge right there high and dry. And when you go 5-on-3, somebody's bound to leak through, and it's just unfortunate right there that East Limestone's going to steal some points right there after doing nothing offensively there. Coach, I know that we kind of forgot about it here in the second quarter, but do we have a trivia question for the folks at home?
We do. Our trivia question is sponsored by Lindsay Lane Baptist Church each week. We appreciate them. Again, kind of play into the flavor of who our opponent is tonight. The question is, when was the last time that your Ardmore Tigers defeated the East Limestone Indians in back-to-back seasons? So the question is, when was the last time that your Ardmore Tigers defeated the East Limestone Indians in back-to-back seasons? If you want to comment in the Facebook feed or the YouTube feed, we'll give you a little bit of time for that. Again, we thank Lindsay Lane Baptist Church for that. Give you a little bit of time to think on it, as we last year defeated the East Limestone Indians at East Limestone for the first time since 2008. So big win last season. Right now we're up 21-14, fixing to receive the ball. Take a little bit of time on that question. Again, we thank Lindsay Lane Baptist Church as we get ready for the kickoff with 7:39 left in the third quarter.
Yes, sir. McConnell doing the kicking again, going left to right from the home press box. Hawthorne back deep, flanked by Newman and Smith. And that is going to, Xavion. Okay, he's going to field that at the 2-yard line. And to be honest with you.
That's big.
Xavion Hawthorne. He sticks his hand in the ground. Xavion Hawthorne, get in the end zone, young man. That is an Ardmore Tiger touchdown.
Wow,
98 yards.
What a play.
Coach South, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a second. I know we may not be able to say this on the air, but if you're Coach Walters or you're Coach Wallace and you see Xavion flip his hips and knock the ball down as it looked like it's getting in the end zone, what are you saying on the sideline, Coach?
I'm getting as far away from Coach Snyder as possible. I'm like, please don't find me. What a play.
Wow.
Just, my goodness. And that is the one thing with a kick like that, when it rolls and he kind of picks it up, everybody's full speed. They're kind of, if you make one move and everybody's way up, you got a chance to go, and he did right there for a North Alabama Bank touchdown, and just swinging the momentum right back to us. That was huge right there for Xavion Hawthorne and our special teams.
That's right. Special teams made up for mistake earlier, so it was
yes, sir, and that's great for Coach Walters, great for Coach Wallace right here. But again, Coach, we're both going, because that thing was going into the end zone. That would have been, we'd have had the ball at the 20, and all of a sudden he goes nearly untouched. And right here, bless the kicker's heart, he does everything he could. He's stiff-armed. He nearly slows him down. Give credit right there to number 47, Joshua Jones, because Joshua Jones tracked him for about 60 yards, but that big defensive end wasn't going to catch the second half of that two-headed monster. And we are now up 28-14, 7:24 to go in the game. And you kind of you can recompose yourself because, Coach, I was about to bring it up. I don't know if them scoring right there and allowing the offense to get back out there, it looked like Coach Wales had some stuff drawn up. I'll be interested to see here now. They go and they have a 3-and-out. They punt. We have a 3-and-out block punt kick. Let's let the defense pin the ears back. You're up 14 again. You know, it's a.
Well, you're going to have to, like you started, Coach Y'all. You're going to have to be aggressive a little bit, just because you don't want to, sit back and let them kind of bring it down the field and then possibly get a touchdown. Great kick right there.
Yes, sir. He pins number 27,
really
Caden
kick.
Hobbs, there at the 35-yard line. It's an interesting strategy because he is kicking it right there on the sideline. And if I'm Hobbs, I know you can't let Newman get there. But at the same time, I guess he gained a yard. Lets it go out of bounds at the 35. He catches it to the 36. But I'll tell you what, I know why Alejandro's kicking it Logan Newman, because he's just waiting on somebody to not fair catch it. And
I'm sure there's enough film that's been watched.
Yes, sir.
They know that 14 is coming full speed at them.
Yes, sir. And that poor boy from Madison County, I still think is wondering what hit him, because Newman hit him that night, and he did not want any more. No. And so here we go. Compton running the offense, flanked by Hobbs. Yeah, okay. I've been wondering if at some point, Coach, both of the guards have been taking a long time to get set when Compton does it, and so I think we're seeing a flinch. I don't know what's going on there with the movement from Preston Winton, but having Winton that big tight end right there, we saw him catch that pass. He's going to be valuable to this offense if they can get things going. But again, East Limestone behind the sticks here, 1st and 15 from their 31-yard line. And again, Coach, the other thing we talked about tonight, it's taking a long time to get – now, the clock's not running, but it's taking a long time to get these plays in from the East Limestone sideline. You got to think this is probably the third-string quarterback. That might be an issue. But given that the clock might start running here soon – oh, here we go. We're looking deep. We have
are they going to call offensive PA right here?
I don't know. It may be offsetting because
it looked like he pushed off on
and if I'm Coach Snyder or I'm Coach Holt, that's not a bad penalty by Logan Newman right there, because
remember that
that was a touchdown. If Newman does not hit him, that's a touchdown. So you look at that and you go, okay, we'll save that and reassess. But something happened there. Our defensive back. There's a flag. It had to have been offensive pass interference. Okay, so those are offsetting penalties.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're
calling it both on us?
Huh.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Unless we tried to.
So what was the first one?
He called a holding.
So he
called a hold that was declined, but I don't.
Maybe our guy lost his footing and kind of held a little bit.
But I don't really know.
I didn't
see
that.
Yeah. I was so focused on him being wide open and Newman going over as the last line of defense. Again, though, if you're Coach Snyder, okay, good. That's still not a bad penalty.
No.
You take 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line all day rather than it being 28-21 and you wondering what the heck is going on here. Here we go. Compton is coming to the sideline now. It might just be a communication thing, Coach. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what's
with what's going on. Their guys are in black. It is tough to see. Their sideline is noticeably darker. The lights are
seconds on the play clock, and you're
coming off the sideline.
You don't really want to burn a timeout when you're down 2 scores, but
no, sir.
You
9,
you also
8,
don't want to be 2nd,
7,
15
6, 5, 4.
He's about to call it.
Here we go.
Okay, he got it.
I thought
handoff goes to Hobbs. Handoff goes to Hobbs. Hobbs is going to be brought down after a gain
Landon
of
Combs
about
right there. Great
or
job.
About 5. Excuse. Nope, going to be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Landon he got in there, and they got his pads and held him a little bit, and I thought that could have been called. I know you can't call it every time, but I mean, he got held, and he almost was going to make the play. So great job by Landon being able to get through the line right there.
He's done a great job all night. We called his game, especially in his name in that Holt package, laying the boom there. But he does a great job on our defensive line, especially with Big Aiden Ellis there in the middle. He's had a lot of success this year. Aiden blocks up 2 guys. Landon's in the backfield. Next thing you know, chaos is happening back there. Here we go. Compton's looking to pass again. Pass is going to be incomplete. My goodness, I don't know what has happened. Landon Combs right there. again, it looked like they were arm wrestling, Coach. And what I saw is that somebody's hand slipped. Next thing you know, they're all on top of one another. That's going to be a hold.
They got it that time.
And again, Coach, you're in a complex situation right here because this is 4th and 6. You know,
they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and well, Coach, they punted last time, so it'd be interesting to see, especially with but they are going to go for it. So interesting here. I don't know if I hate the call from Snyder right here.
I don't mind it. I don't think they get 6 yards.
Because
to be honest with you.
No, the only way they're going to do it is if they throw the ball.
Well,
they're not going, and they are going to bring the punt team on. And I think that's a great call from Snyder. I like it every time. You're at the middle of the field, and if you're east too, the other thought is, well, we punted last time, we got them down. Yeah. They didn't do anything, and next thing you know, we have a block punt
and
for
we're
a
playing
touchdown.
Safe right here.
But I don't blame them right here because Hollis looks like a very good athlete just in general back there doing the punting, and he's kind of rugby style punted it.
Wow.
And he got a great punt.
Turned over.
Great job right there by Larson again, just giving us some room. You know, again, he's set at the 15, Coach, so you have to think if he gets to the 10 and it's still tracking past him, he probably lets it go. But great job by him.
You really don't see that, but, I mean, you probably don't really see kicks and have to field it like that but about once or twice a year, really.
You know, going back a couple of plays ago, of course, I know we had the penalty and it brought him back, but number 17, the ball hit him right in the hands. He kind of bobbled it.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking about 2 plays later. And
Yes,
he's
sir.
wondering where 14 is.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to be honest with you, Coach. He catches it. 14's going to find him, whether it's going to leave him something for later or whatever it is. But, Coach, we're going to let this play happen. And then, Coach O'Donnell, we do have a correct answer from our trivia question. We'll give the folks at home that trivia answer. There you go. Riddle gets to the outside. He gets downfield, forced out of bounds. I don't know if they're going to give him the 20. They're going to give him the 21-yard line. So, Coach, that is going to be a CB&S Bank first down. But, Coach O'Donnell, can we give the people at home the answer to that trivia question? Give credit to Anthony Oliver. Correct answer here. Go ahead and give the question.
Anthony Oliver. So the question was, when was the last time that Ardmore defeated East Limestone in back-to-back seasons? If you answered 1990 and 1991, you are correct. And hopefully if score holds for another 18 minutes, the correct answer will be 2024 and 2025. But right now, the answer is A, 1990 and 1991.
Coach South.
That was even before I started.
I was going to say, Coach South, I think you were not here at Ardmore.
I was a sophomore in college then, so, hey, it's been a while.
Well, South, I'll give you this one. I wasn't born in 1990.
No, sir, I was not either. I was 92. So
92 right here as well, so I was not alive yet.
King's pass this. Larson.
And he has been sure-handed.
He really has been, and he saw.
We got a flag?
He saw. No, we don't. He saw the ball getting into his hands, and he had space, was trying to get upfield, and I think he just turned the head too quickly. But give credit to Alex. He's felt very comfortable getting Larson that ball, and I think it's going to continue tonight. Again, we're just softening up that defense because, again, you look at both safeties, and they are down. They are loading that box. Daring Riddle to run it, and here he does, and he's going to pick up 2 or 3 right there. But it's going to be third down, and it looks like we have a man down with cramps, and that looks like it's number 47, Joshua Jones. And my man has run all over the field tonight. He chased Xavier for about 50 yards, but he looked good to see him up. Looked like it was just a cramp, the quick cramp. They'll get him off, and here we go, third down and either 14 or 15 here.
I received a text from Taylor Thaxton, who's listening in from East Limestone. He said that their kicker, Hollis, is a really good soccer player.
Really?
So you kind of see that translate. And I mean, if he kicks it in the goal or tries
there we go. Good. Oh, he didn't jump. Did he not jump?
Wow.
He's still
I'm shocked.
He's still frozen that spot. And then he backed up. He stayed there.
There it is. There, nothing. My. Okay, we're being real. We're being really.
Wow. Well, you look at the nose guard now that he's gotten down, they do look like they're kind of off the ball.
Yes,
so
sir.
That may be what's saving them.
Maybe so, and that pass is high, intended for Larson there, third down. But man, that's frustrating. You get one guy to jump, you don't call it, okay. You get the second guy to jump, man, you're thinking somebody's got to call something. And you watch the line judge on the other side. He shook his head and said no.
Well, the one guy kind of stayed there for a second. And then he bounced back, and you're like, well, that's staying in the neutral zone. Like, the other guy was the one that kind of just stayed there and then backed up. That's really odd. But, again, big crucial moment right here.
Here we go. And, Coach, we are switching up. We are putting a lot more men here on the line. And if I know Coach Walters and Coach Wallace, they're saying put your shoulder pad into somebody else right here. Do not let
there we go. Oh, he said he – oh, no.
It is. It is.
Oh, man.
And the only
oh, man, that's tough luck that he
the downfall for Alejandro was the man went straight up and down in front of him. It actually hit him in the chest, if I'm not mistaken. So by the time the ball hit him and went straight up, he gets an Alejandro. Well, maybe his hand didn't hit it, but his whole body did.
Yeah.
And I don't know quite what adjustments you make right there, because we put everybody off the line and they still got through, which makes me go, at this point, what do you have to do? Because if I'm East, I'm playing to the 50 because I'm 8. Well, we'll see what they do offensively, but special teams wise, I'm thinking I can score on special teams every time here on this side of the field.
Hey, that's been a game changer tonight. Their rush and then their kicker and punter punting it like that.
Here we go. Compton looking to pass. He gets the ball out, and again,
my goodness,
pass is dropped by number 17, Cameron Dixon. And we do have there are some extracurriculars that are beginning to happen here. The refs have done a pretty good job of staying engaged. I did see that back, not the back judge, but the umpire come up and say something to the East Limestone, looked like the tight end there. I didn't quite see what happened, but give credit to the ref. As chippy as this rivalry game has been, it's not been anything over the top. Right. And it's always good to see, especially in a game like this, as hard fought as it is for these guys. Compton hands the ball off to Hobbs. Hobbs is going to be stopped. Great job, Aiden Ellis. And we are going to have a flag. That's got to be a hold.
That's got to be in the area of holding.
Right there.
Yep, they're going to call it holding.
I think so. And to be honest with you, the way that he and either Lucas Green or Colton McCormick were engaging with one another on the previous play, I think it had to have been a holding, because the two of them were – here we go. Look at this replay right here, Coach. And
they had Kanzler down here.
Got 35 right there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it had to have been on Kanzler. I don't know. I mean, it's not like basketball or baseball where you can get some makeup calls right there. But when you warn a guy, the umpire came in and warned him, and then so you got to be aware. Here we go. They're going left. Xavion is going to get – oh, great job right there. We hadn't called his name tonight, Coach. One Braden McKnight, 54 on the helmet, 32 on the jersey. Big Braden McKnight, freshman. Big play right there, especially after the holding penalty, backing them up right here. Now, the crazy thing is, I think Hollis still has the leg right here to maybe give him a chance for a field goal. No, and knowing if you miss it, we start back at the 20 anyway, so be interesting to see right here what East Limestone does. They have not kept Compton in the pocket. They've rolled him right or left the direction that they're passing.
It's 3rd and 25.
Yes, sir.
If they get half of it back, they're definitely in his range.
Yes, sir, and Xavion is going to get there. He throws a wounded duck, and that's Coach, I don't know. He went incomplete pass, and that's he's calling it incomplete. Yeah. So, great job by Dreshawn Jackson of trying to adjust to get back, because that ball looks like how I throw a football, like a baseball, Coach. That thing was tumbling end over end, and Jackson did all he could.
We'll get a good view of it right
here.
And
here you go. Great view. Thank you, Cody Green, for this. And it is going to get on the ground right there. It looked like he had his hands underneath it, but credit Caden Kyle was sticking with the play there. And but here we go. Hollis is going to punt. He is standing on the 50. Okay, he has rugby-style punted it a couple times today. It is going to short hop him, and he is going, unfortunately for, that is, my gosh.
How did that not get in the end zone?
Oh, wow. They didn't think it did, because I thought Okay. Well, that's going to put us at the 2 or 3 yard line. I thought, again, in high school, you don't get that. It's not the ball has to hit it. That line is there. So it looked like it crossed. And
are they talking?
I thought we might be talking about it right here, but it does look like it's going to be first and CBNS Bank first down for your Tigers from the 3 yard line. Interesting here because it did take a short hop right here, and I don't know. Just telling from where you can't tell with where the field is there.
Credit,
but
credit their special teams. This guy, he might be going and playing on Saturday some because he's done a great job kicking the ball tonight and really flipping the field and keeping them in it. Just that's really been a big part of what's kept them in it tonight.
The bad snap ended up hurting us.
Yeah, it did
because it gave them time to get down there and cover the punt.
All right, and Javian is going to get out of the end zone. I think they're going to get him back. Okay, they're going to call it at the 1. Give credit to East Limestone there. That tackle's going to be made by number 1, Jarkel Nettles. But they just forced Javian to keep going left to right, and good for him for falling forward there because, it is a 14-point game. You don't want to give up any points that's possible here. We're going Hulk. Let's just see what we can do right here. And we're going right, and Javian does get out. He's going to get great job by him to the 6. No, are they calling it the 4?
Not the 4.
Okay, they are going to call it the 6. No, they're not. No. They're going to call it the 4. Still give credit to Javian right there because it gives you a chance right here on 3rd and 9 to do something because that right side of our offensive line is going to is doing a good job here. And credit Logan Newman again. Landon Combs running behind him.
Well, you're going to have to get a 2
or 3
yards.
Okay, so he is down. Okay,
big.
So that.
No.
And Coach, to be honest with you, that sucks.
I know what
that sucks right there.
Yeah.
But at least you're not punting out of your own end zone.
Yeah. And because that's the thing, our defense has done really well. We punt it off and then, pin our ears back, try to get a stop. Whereas if they block it again or something happens and they get it with a chance to score a touchdown, you just lost 2 points.
You did.
Obviously, you got to find the good in the situation right there. That's just a tough spot all around. And, it is what it is. Tough break, but just we got to punt it. Just try to get a stop right here. We've done a really good job. I'll say this about our cornerbacks and our whole secondary. Done a really good job tonight, closing down, breaking down really well, tackling, keeping everything in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to really have to do this. They've shown they probably passed the ball more in this third quarter than they probably have for most of the season combined, I would say.
Yes, sir.
And so you just got to do a really good job right here getting a stop, and you're not hurt. Safety's not killing you if you can get a stop and get the ball back right
Yes,
here.
sir. And here's the big thing. We still are up 2 scores. So it'll be interesting to see right here. Alejandro, I don't know if he's going to go complete deep kick, but he's going to do something right here and force them to have to field this ball. No, we are just going to go short kick. Hobbs is going to fair catch it at the 47-yard line. Again, the defense has shown with what offensively East Limestone is doing coming out of this half that we can hang.
Yeah.
The question is just, can we keep Hollis from dictating this game? Because right now, the punting game of East Limestone is dictating this game. And, you'd really love to see something maybe where the punt goes into the end zone here. Or maybe we back them up to the point where you can see Larson field the ball again at that 15, 20-yard line. Just give us some room here. But I'll give credit to East Limestone's defensive coordinator. They've made some adjustments as well. And so here we go. Handoff goes to Hobbs. He is going to be met right there and slowly brought down by number 10, Caden Kyle. That is, okay, they are going to give them a first down right there. And here we go. It is going to be 1st and 10 for East Limestone from the Ardmore 36 or 37-yard line. The downfall of that safety kicking from the 20 is that they are starting on your side of the field. they get that first down, and we really don't want momentum to take over here for the Indians. Here we go.
Them here.
Hobbs is going to see a hole. Great job of coming up right there. Looks like number 29, Ronnie Pilot, there making the tackle after a short gain. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Indians.
That's back-to-back plays that they've had good runs on.
Yeah.
And
Yes, sir.
other than the touchdown that they scored on, that's the only time they've been able to gain yards on the ground. So
Yes, sir. Interesting to see they're running behind the left side of that line, which is, for lack of a better term, it is the bulkier side of the line behind that left tackle. Here we go. Hobbs is going to work to the right. And, no, he didn't get his hand in there. I know what you're thinking there, O'Donnell. I was thinking it too. But that is unfortunately going to be a first down. Great job by Caden Kyle of at least bringing him down. It was close, Coach. But I don't think he ever got the hand inside of the pads.
Stayed on top of the shoulder pad.
He did.
And our defense has been on the field a lot this second half, and they're a little gassed. I mean, they've played a lot of downs, and they're kind of leaning on this now a little bit and getting some yardage.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Xavion watching. Handoff goes to Hobbs. Great job. Landon Combs again, Coach. If Landon Combs is not getting held there, it's close. Dayton Bromett, Logan Newman come in to clean that up. That is a first down. But, Coach, I'm seeing hands all over Landon Combs in the backfield, and nothing's being called right there. Give him credit for blowing up those plays like we talked about him at the end of that first half. But, man, you love to see a flag called and just stop some of this momentum for East Limestone, because they're running it down our throats right here. 55 seconds to go. But here you go, Coach. If you look at this, here, Landon Combs. It's all over.
Times.
Yep. Oh. And great job by Kanzler, forced him out of bounds. What's he doing? What are we doing? Okay, we're not. I don't think that
he's marking him down inside the one.
He is, and I didn't think he scored. I thought that was a foot that kicked that
was one of
pylon
our players.
down. Yes, and give credit to Austin Kanzler. Great job of recovering there. Tough luck by, was that Dayton Brahman on that side? Tough luck by, it was Caden Kyle. Tough luck by Caden because he had him wrapped up.
Yes.
And Blaylock's been shifty all night tonight. But, man, here you go, 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. And really interesting dilemma right here, because inside of the one, Compton is going to that's a false start.
They're not calling it.
And they're not calling it, and great job. But, Coach, if I'm not mistaken, I don't believe you can move before the snap, and that right guard kicked the foot. I don't.
It's been one of those things where he's done it all night. They haven't said anything to him, so he's just going to keep doing it until they say something different. But I don't know why. You'll see it right here, and as he goes down right there, and that's just one of those things that's tough, and I think it. That's got to get called.
Give credit where credit's due right there. Aiden Ellis blew that play up in the middle. And, again, anytime, especially in the high school game, anytime that you see a ball down inside the one, you assume that next play is going to be a score. But credit to Aiden Ellis for blowing that play up. And with as much action as we had in that third quarter, we forgot to recognize our 2025 championship sponsors, Ardmore Football. So we'll do that right here. Westco Incorporated, Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. Thank you for all that you do. Folks, if you haven't noticed the field tonight, beautiful job done by our Tigers in the end zone, along with the checkerboard on the left-hand side closest to the locker room. You have the senior numbers painted in those check box. Give credit to our field crew, because this is probably the last time that they may get to paint this field. We are getting turf moving forward. If things progress like they say they are, we will have turf game one next year. Now, Coach South, Coach O'Donnell, Coach O'Donnell, if it's like your gym floor, we may not see it for the next decade. But no, we're remiss here. Yeah, Coach South, you're kind of like me. You got soccer that's supposed to play on this field here in the spring, so I'll be very interested to see if we have turf for game 1 next year, or if it's something where we're going to play on a regular surface next year, and we're looking at the fall of 2027. But we'll see what happens. Again, you never know if they could have an excavator out here tomorrow, to be honest with you, because this is the last home game here at Cooper Field. I mean, hey, well unless we make a playoff run, and that can happen. Second round of playoffs. You're right, Coach, and I should say, but if they make the decision to lay down the turf, and we're in the second round, I think Coach Snyder's thinking both of it's a win-win right there. And we'll deal with playing elsewhere.
Right.
So here we go, second down and goal from the 3-yard line here. Compton hands the ball off to Hobbs. He is I don't see he is stopped again.
Right at the 2-yard line.
Right at the 2-yard line. It looked like he was going to sneak through. We're waiting on that far judge to make a signal. The minute he jumped up from the goal line, we know. Give credit right here, because you got to think you got to do it 2 more times.
Yeah.
And Hobbs has had success tonight. He is not the biggest back, and when you look at our defensive line, they are some big boys here. Here we go, Compton. They hand it to Hobbs. He stopped short. Yes, he is. Great job right there, Ronnie Pilot, hitting my man the shins, and he is brought down at the 1-yard line. Here we go, 4th and goal for East Limestone.
Got to get a stop right here. Got to. Big
would
time.
Be huge right here, and we have.
And they're going to take a timeout.
They are. Here we go. Flip goes to, and great job, Ronnie Pilot, Azriel Lozano in there, and probably a good decision right here if you're East Limestone, because you've got to be frustrated at this point. You can't throw the ball.
No,
I mean, not where you are, but we've yet to see Compton run the ball tonight, Coach. And Coach South, I know you know this as well. They're down to their 3rd or 4th string quarterback. Is it the fact that Compton can't run the ball because he looks very athletic out there, or is it if heaven forbid something happened, what do they do? Yeah. What do they do behind him? So
I saw them call number 1 Nettles into the huddle, who is a defensive player.
Yeah.
So he may be coming in.
Big body, big body.
Run or block.
When you don't, I would say almost all their down, every play they've had tonight has been out of the shotgun. When you don't go under center, that's not easy to do.
No.
And, you would think, hey, get up under center, 1-yard line, 2-yard line, and go forward.
They are going to go Wildcat here with Nettles.
But they have not been under center, and so you can't just do that and expect to be able to execute it. So they've stayed in the shotgun, and we've done a really good job defensively.
Nettles gets the ball. He is mad, and he is stopped. They do not get in. That is an Ardmore Telephone Company turnover, and there's our man, Coach Young, Azriel Lozano. Great job, and Coach, you said it. He's receiving that ball. He's trying to stick the foot in the ground. He almost took a yard step backwards to get that momentum going. Azriel broke through, and great job here. Ardmore Telephone Company turnover, and let's watch it again here. Nettles gets the ball, and boom.
Just shot right through there.
And
great job.
Aiden Ellis may not have as many tackles as everybody else. He may not have as many sacks as everybody else, but the one thing that Aiden Ellis can do is clog up space, and that's what he did right there in that goal line situation. He clogged up space and allowed for Azriel to come around there unblocked and make that tackle.
He clogs at space.
Coach, and you notice it.
Occupy 2 blockers.
Hey, great job. Keep going right there. Push. He's not down. Great job, Alex King.
Yeah.
And, Coach, I will say this. We don't go out of under center very often, but I know at practice probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, they practiced that for situations like this, especially with Snyder and King, making sure that snap could be done in whatever has to happen. And when you're at the 1-yard line like that, and you just can let Alex go, get 5 or 6 yards, now you're breathing.
That's
and we can see what happens. And here we go, McKnight and Rush moving to that left side of the line. King, he is going to run to the outside, and great job by him. Boom, just gaining. Just keep going, Alex. Good. Okay, yep. And Alex almost out-thought himself.
I think Coach George is down there telling him, hey, keep going. And that was a really good job shifting guys, getting to the weak side and really using our running back to get out there. We get a CBNS Bank first down, so some more breathing room. Really good play call right there to kind of get them off balanced on the line and be able to pick up a first down.
And give Alex King credit. I know as a quarterback you don't want to take a whole lot of hits, but he's not afraid to run. And great job by Javian Riddle holding that block to allow him to get to the outside. And here we go. Now we're going to reward him, and Javian's going to fall forward for a gain, 3 or 4 yards. But you gained 4 yards 3 times. You got the first down, and here we go. So now we're out of the shadow of our own goal line. Okay, the offense is beginning to move a little bit. We're at 9:50 and ticking here in the game, but you felt the momentum shift.
Right.
Azriel hit Nettles right there at the 1 yard line. You felt like it was about to be at a breaking point for East Limestone. That's a 9-point swing, and here we go. King keeps the ball, and there you go. Good job by him.
Falling forward right
Falling
there.
forward. Yep. There he is. All right, here we go. We're now at 3rd down and 3. Yep, 3rd down and 3. And with our running back, with a 200-pound quarterback and close to a 200-pound running back, if Riddle's not 180, I'll be shocked. I like our odds right here of picking up this first down, and give credit where credit's due. Again, big Landon Combs is out there wreaking havoc there on the line. And here's Riddle. Great job by Landry Rubley. He falls forward, and it is. There you go. That is going to be a CB&S Bank first down.
There we go.
Again, Coach, I talked with Coach Snyder before the game, and we talked about it. This is where Riddle, quote-unquote, earns his money, or is going to be able to earn his money or earn his ability to play on Saturdays, is the fact that 3 or 4 yards, that's converted by him. You're not asking him to get 6 or 7, which he can do, but 3 or 4 yards, Javian's getting that for you every single time. And so great job by him, because, again, that's another fresh 40 seconds on the play clock for us to be able to recoup right there, bringing up 2nd down and 8 here from the Ardmore 26-yard line.
And, again, it gives our defense a little bit of time to get off the field for a little bit and breathe. They've played a lot in the second half, and, to be like that and to have that much time and be able to get a big stop right there, that was huge.
Yep. King, pass is complete. Again, there's his favorite target, Larson, and give Larson credit right there. Knew he was going to take the hit, secured that ball, and gives us a chance here at 3rd down and 4 at the 30-yard line. Larson, I'll give Larson some credit. I wasn't quite sure where he was going to fit in the offense, because he always ran the same side as Stafford early in the year, and the ball's going to be getting to Noah. Yes. Alex goes down. He comes in at quarterback, shows himself capable, and there it is right there. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Coach Snyder may have gotten his ear just a little bit.
Yeah, he did, and that's a great call. Boom. We'll take that all day. Again, give credit where credit's due to Coach Wales. They have these long counts in there just for this reason, and, hey, we'll take that all day. Now a fresh set of downs. And, again, the biggest thing with it is we start the clock again, 40 seconds, and now we're about to tick here under 7 minutes in the game. And unfortunately now, East Limestone, you're both playing the Tigers. You're also playing the clock.
Yeah.
Right.
Great job, Jack Rush, getting that kick-out block. Javian, and there's 10 yards for Riddle.
That's first down.
That's a CB&S Bank first down. And give Larson credit. Man, Caden Larson is fighting out here like a dog on the outside, man. He's blocking, he's receiving, coming off the field a little bit gimpy. But like I was saying, wasn't sure where he fit in the offense, and he's proven himself now. Yeah. Now that Alex is back, man, he is a go-to possession wide receiver for us, and really filling that role. Maybe not the home run threat that Stafford is,
right?
But he is filling that role of, hey, we need a completion. There's our guy, and give credit to Larson right there holding that block to allow Javian to get the first down. And great job right there. Landry Rubley coming back and picking up that block. Javian gaining 3 yards right there to bring up 2nd down and 7. And here we go, Coach. We're ticking under 6 minutes now. And kind of at our bread and butter. We talked about we're averaging about 250 yards rushing a game. We've got to be close to that this evening. The yards per carry might not be pretty, but at the end of the day, you don't care about that as long as you're taking time of possession like we have been. And here we go. Riddle is straight behind King. King is going to fake it. He's going to look long, and we got a guy wide open. Caden Hazelwood, Coach. We talked about him.
Great play.
And that's going to be a CB&S Bank first down. That play was open a couple times in that first half, and we gave credit to the cornerbacks for East Limestone recovering and getting up there and making a play. Hazelwood's another one of those sneaky athletes. He plays quarterback for our JV football team. Like, Coach, I know you talked about he's going to play some minutes for you on the basketball court this year. And great job by King of standing in there knowing he's going to get hit.
That may be one of the best throws he's made all season.
Number 45, Preston Winton, got in that backfield. And here we go, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. And here we go. We're rolling right. King is looking. Throw it away, Alex.
Down to about the 4.
Yep, stayed in bounds.
Okay,
so
he falls forward. Okay, okay.
We'll take it.
I was afraid that he was going to run out of real estate to fall forward there. And, give credit where Alex is due because he is the consummate quarterback. He is always going to be looking to throw that ball if it's a pass play until the very last minute. He gains about 3 yards, and here we go. 2nd down and goal, 4:45 and ticking on the game clock. Handoff goes to Riddle. We have a whistle before the snap.
I don't see a flag.
There is a flag.
Okay. Offsides.
We'll take it. Okay, we will take that. That'll be half the distance to the goal right here. Coach, as bad as that sounds, I thought that was going to be a false start. I thought, man, that sucks. Alex fell forward for 3. We'll take that 2 yards right here. And here we go again. You got a fresh play clock, 25 seconds. And there he is. Riddle is hit, and he is into the end zone. There he is. Javian Riddle, 4:25 to go in the game. And Javian falls forward.
Right there.
That might just do it, Coach. Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. You go and you score that touchdown. That's 99 yards and 6+ minutes of game time right there after you stop them 4 times from inside of the 1-yard line.
You just,
man, especially the way – I'm just so glad our punt team didn't have to get on the field because they've been doing everything they can tonight. And credit East Limestone, they've given them all they could handle. But, man, keep the defense off the field, keep the punt team off the field. And 4:25 to go in the game, folks, and your Ardmore Tigers have taken a 19-point lead. And I'll give credit to number 9 right there, Brantley Stinson. He let Javian feel it going into that end zone. Javian just spun around, fell backwards in, and great job. Give credit to the offensive staff down there, Coach Taylor, Coach George, getting the plays into our offense. Give credit to Coach Wales down there. I can't tell if that's a hash brown bowl or an all-star special he just called up on his Waffle House menu. But if you see him at the Waffle House tonight, make sure you buy him a cup of coffee and pat him on the back right here. And here we go. Alejandro will be doing the kicking duties again. Coach South, I know that you had some scores from around the county. I don't know if you still have those pulled up on your phone. One of our cross-county teams, bless their heart, they were trying really hard tonight. It's just not their night. But do we have any region scores, Coach, if you have anything pulled up?
Right here, I just found Russellville 42, West Point 14.
Okay.
And that is in the 4th quarter, so that was the one that I think we were concerned with.
Yes, sir. Well, you knew.
Related to.
No, that's you can't call that. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I just went homer right here. You can't call the fair catch till the ball's caught. If it's muffed, it's a live ball.
Yeah, he blew the whistle, and it was.
I think he knows.
He knows it.
Folks at home, I apologize because I just went full fan right there.
I guess they're.
But
going
now,
I think what they're going to do
Well,
is
you got to say it's down. If anything, you say it's down where it was downed at finally, which give credit to the line judge. He went down, and it was down at the 26-yard line. I have to think right here. You say, and if you're Snyder, you go, hey, inadvertent whistle. Coach, I have a great story myself of something like that. Back when I was coaching at Buckhorn, baseball story for you. Had a kid half check swing, and he hit the ball to our pitcher. Our pitcher had fielded it, and the home plate umpire comes out and goes, foul ball. And everybody on the field knew it wasn't a foul ball, including the home plate umpire, who before I could get to him, because I had a very quick first step about 5 years ago, goes, Coach, I screwed up. Say whatever you want to me. It's not going to change the outcome of it.
So. You really, you hate when they say that, because you're like, I want to yell at you so bad, but yeah, okay. When they admit they're wrong, sometimes you just say it, okay. But
okay, so they're gonna give it to them at the.
Because he touched it, so you can't say it was a
I
kick
would
out
say
of
it'd be
bounds.
about 27.
No,
Yeah.
okay, so they are going to – okay, so give credit to the referees right here. I'll give credit to this line judge. He followed the play even after the whistle was blown. And to be honest with you, I don't fault the umpire for blowing the whistle, because everybody and their brother thought he was catching it.
Yeah.
And bless that old boy's heart, you know who was down there. You know who was hawking him down.
I would think maybe was it what's his name?
Logan Newman.
Okay,
Logan Newman is that young man's name. Yes, sir. Compton's looking to pass right here. He is met in the backfield, and that pass is going to be incomplete. And there he is again. And great job with the pass breakup there. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for Newman.
And this is the pin your ears back and go now. And
yes, sir.
And our line did a great job right there, making him have to scramble out. Great job of our secondary right there also, being able to stay down with their guy for that long. But, hey, this is that time where you'd love to see a nice little pick six or something with them having to scramble around.
I thought Newman was about to get it right there, because that was a long throw out there to Blaylock. But here we go. And, Coach, you know, no pun intended, blood in the water. I believe that Jaws is being played over here by the band. So, hey, there we go. Drayshawn Jackson, he is going to make the catch. The turf monster is going to catch him, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 here for the Indians.
Looks like in the county, looks like we have Deschler 47, West Limestone 14.
Mm-hmm. Coach, go ahead and say the Elkmont score. The people at home need to know.
Do you really want me to?
You got to, Coach. Across the county, we said we'd do it.
Let me get back to
Was it Colbert Heights, Coach?
It was Colbert County.
Colbert County. I saw a 7 in front of their score, Colbert County.
72-19.
Wow, 72-19.
Okay, so that pass is going to be incomplete.
Traveling to Elkmont, which we will go ahead and make that announcement. It is moved to Thursday, October the 30th, same time, 7 p.m. I think it's Boss Hill Stadium.
Yes.
But it will be moved to Thursday night, October the 30th, instead of October 31st. And what we are hoping is that gives us one extra day to get prepped and ready for the playoffs. So,
yes, sir, because
that is nice on our end to be able to have that extra day.
And Coach, I know
for the playoffs.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I know that you and I looked at the region with which we match up with, and let me tell you what, it is a region of death right now.
Yes.
There are 4 teams that will be going to the playoffs, and any of them right now could be the 1 seed, and any of them could be the 4 seed. Now, the team that is in the driver's seat right now, Coach, and I don't know if you can pull up that score, Scottsboro was the 1 seed at 4-1. They were traveling to Arab tonight, which is always a tough place to play.
Scottsboro's up 28-7.
28-7. So
really good
if
right
Scottsboro wins that game tonight, Coach, I think they lock up the region win right there, because they did beat Gunnersville. I think every other team and the rest of them have to play. The rest of them have to play each other.
Tonight, Gunnersville is up 24-3. Last I checked on Boaz, they're sitting in the driver's seat for the 2.
Okay. Okay, and then Boaz and Arab?
Arab play next week.
Okay, so that'll be the 3-4. Okay, so they're kind of in a similar boat. Boaz is in the similar boat that we are.
Last year they had a 3-way tie, and
yes.
It went to tiebreakers, and I believe Boaz got the 1 seed.
They did.
And I think Guntersville ended up as the 3 and they were like 8-2 on the season.
They were, and give Riddle credit. Okay, good job right there. Oh, that ball came out. Okay, recovered by the Tigers. I think they're going to call Riddle down, and that is going to be timeout called by East Limestone. You give credit to East Limestone right here. It's a 19-point game. They're coaching until the final horn right here. But, okay, so they are going to give Javian 3 downs. And let's recognize one more time here, Coach, before the game runs out, our championship sponsors. Coach, you want to knock those out for me?
Yes. Our 2025 championship sponsors for Ardmore Football are Wesco Inc., Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Markley Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. And as we wind down tonight, if everything holds, we will be on the road in the first round of the playoffs if we win next week.
Yes.
It's been a great home season. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been, coaching.
Obviously we got some unfinished business next week. We will be at West Point next Friday night, 7:00 p.m. It'll be a winner-take-all to make the playoffs. So,
yes, sir,
big game next week on the road. We need you guys out there to support us. If you can't, you can tune into the AHS Sports Network at 7 p.m. to catch the game on the live stream.
Yes, sir, and we would love to have everybody there. Let's turn West Point, Alabama into a Tiger territory right here.
It's not a hard trip.
No, it's not. I mean, hey, get on
6 or 7 miles off the interstate.
I've never been there.
Well, hey, I give it to you. Get on 65. You're traveling down to exit 318. You're hanging a right, and you're right. Depending.
Well, I'll be able to get my panini.
Coach, there's a good chance we'll stop at the Loves and Fawnville on the way and get you a panini. Well, Coach, I don't know if we want to because we went to Fairview and it didn't turn out well.
It did not. I attribute some of that to the stop on the way home.
Yeah, that's right.
At Buc-ee's, but hey,
So now we're calling. Okay, now we're going to call a hold out there. I don't think that was a hold on Landry Rubley, but if that wasn't a hold on Landon Combs, all those other plays. And, Coach, I forgot to mention, Whitney McCown stopped me at a halftime and said that she has a young student in her Sunday school class at church, one Elliot Eaton and the Eaton family. They listen to us on Friday night, so I'd like to give them, if they are still listening to us, give them a shout-out. Thank you.
I think I saw them here earlier.
Thank you. Okay, so if you're here, thanks. Know we shouted you guys out. Thank you for tuning in with us week in and week out on the AHS Sports Network. Here we go. It is 4th down and 6.
East Limestone's taking a timeout.
And East Limestone is going to take what I believe is their second timeout of the half right here. 2:12 to go in the game.
Just a huge shout out to our defense, who's given up 1 touchdown.
Yep.
And that was on a 50-yard run.
It was first offensive drive of the game for the Indians.
East Limestone's had the ball in our territory almost all night, and the defense has kept them out. Just a big shout out to them for keep fighting.
Yes, sir. Credit to Coach Holt and his defensive staff for everything that they have done tonight. I mean, obviously, we can hit on it. We seized the momentum early in the game. East Limestone tried to seize it back with the block punt, then the safety, and then they go and they drive the ball down inside of the 1. Austin Kanzler makes a heck of a tackle, saving a touchdown. 4 plays later, your Tigers are snapping the ball out of their own end zone, and 99 yards later, we score to put ourselves up 19 points right here and pretty much ice the game here. And here we go. That the Indians are going to pin their ears back here and we can see what happens. And here we go. Get it off, Gabe. Good job. Gabe Alejandro, maybe not his best punt all night, but it was the best punt because at that point.
Hey, and we needed a game. We needed, we've not had a lot of close games.
No.
And so we kind of needed that. There was a lot of time in those situations where it was iffy and up in the air, and we had to make some plays and we had to have some big drives. We had to make some big stops, and we hadn't really had to do that a lot this year, and so that was huge to be able to do that.
Yes, sir. So here we go, 2:03 to go in the game. Coach O'Donnell is heading down to the sideline. And Coach South, I appreciate you sticking up here with me. Glad we're sending the most athletic member of our team down there. Hey, be careful on the stairs, Coach. Be careful on the stairs, because they're trickier than you think. Pass is complete to Blaylock. He's going to make a few men miss. He's down at about the 50-yard line, stays in bounds here.
Just keeping him in bounds.
Yep, minute 54 to go. And at this point, you just don't want anything crazy to happen, because you assume if they score here, onside kick's coming.
Right.
And it is a 3-score game. I mean, they're going to have to go, and they're going to have to score 3 touchdowns to win the game. But here you go. Compton is throwing the ball deep right here, and credit Dayton Bromett. He just stayed with him. And,
not letting him get behind him.
No. And good for him for staying with him without really putting his hands on him, because that's something. Too often we see those defensive backs, they feel like they're getting beat. Yes. The first thing they want to do is put hands on somebody, and next thing you know, you have a pass interference penalty, and especially like this where they're just turning and heaving, that's the last thing we need. But here we go. Good to see Taylor Davis out there making a difference on our defensive line. You got to assume Compton is going to be pinning his ears back and letting the ball fly. Newman is coming down from his safety spot. Ooh, okay, there's going to be a flag. Okay, that ball is hit.
Yeah, somebody hit his arm.
Yes, and are we? I'm assuming we're taking that penalty just to force them. Well, and at this point, 2nd and 20, minute 32nd left. We're again.
So how many days this next week in practice do you think there's going to be an extra session for punt?
Oh, team? Coach, I can only imagine. I'm out there on Wednesdays doing some baseball stuff down there on the at our field, and I'm watching Alejandro do all the kicking. I guarantee you there's going to be some grinding there, because again, Coach, and we've had a lot of success on special teams, especially on kickoff return. We've also had some interesting things happen on special teams this year, both on kickoff defense and as well. And so we better get that figured out before we go down to West Point next week, because you know that at this point, especially in a winner-take-all, film's been exchanged, people talk, they're going to know what to be looking for here. And I'll give credit to the wedge. They're doing everything they can, but when it's 5-on-3, it's really hard to get everybody. And Alejandro, he's got a big booming leg, but he is a little bit deliberate sometimes with getting that ball out there. And so I'll give him credit where credit's due, but it's not everything. Coach O'Donnell, do we have you down there on the field? He doesn't have his headphones in. Coach O'Donnell, do we have you down there on the field?
I thought I heard him a while ago.
I think his mic's hot. Can you hear us, Can you hear us, O'Donnell? Okay, you just don't want to talk to us. That's fine.
I can talk to you.
Okay,
you guys hear me?
Listen,
I'm trying to.
Coach O'Donnell, can you hear us? And he's nodding back.
I'm trying to stay in my lane where I can hear.
Cody's got you on camera, Coach. If you want to turn around, and so
I just want to make sure I can still get in the area where I can hear everybody.
Okay, well that's good because hey, to you, Coach, nodding his head. Yeah. Look like Ron Burgundy down there, not sure what to do with his hands. I thought you might have snuck off to the concession stand again down there, Coach.
No, I told him to save me one for after the game. They got one in the warmer for me.
Fair enough. Compton's looking to pass. Oh, double.
That's a nice-looking ball, but
it was.
Nobody was there.
Well, and he double pumped, and the receiver didn't double move. So here we go. That's going to be it here. And, Coach, we talked about it. Our trivia question tonight, when is the last time that your Ardmore Tigers have beaten the East Limestone Indians in back-to-back years? It was 1990-91. but now it will be 2024 and 2025. So give credit to Coach Snyder and his staff. Huge region win, back against the wall going into the bye week.
Yes.
Getting things put together. We're going to be 5-3 going down to West Point next week. 2-3 in the region. East is going to drop to 1-7, 0-5 in the region. And Coach, unfortunately for East, they're traveling to Fairview next week. Or maybe Fairview's coming to them. I'm not sure.
Either
Coach,
way.
But yeah, and if they've got to face that running back that we saw at Fairview, it's going to be a long night because, Coach, he made me look little, and I'm not many kids beside Aiden Ellis make me look little.
They may
these days.
do.
Well,
he may not have to play much.
Well, he may not have to, Coach, and that is the one big thing because they will have clinched the 1 seed at this point because they've beaten everybody else above them. Coach O'Donnell, are you going to try and get to Coach Snyder? We'll hang up here and talk. Are we going to wait? Are we going to try and get to Coach Wales? Are we going to do multiple? Or what?
We can do multiple. I do believe I'd let Coach Wales know, or Coach Snyder know. I will get to him after the game at some point, and we'll get all of them.
Great job for Coach Snyder. Great win. And, Coach, as bad as it sounds, you just hope. Yeah.
Clock's still running, and the officials up here are
yeah.
leaving.
Well, you just hope that the handshake line doesn't get chippy because, in a game like this, I mean, it is what it is. It's over with.
Yeah.
But it's still a rivalry game, Coach, and I've seen some stranger things happen. I think both teams are very well coached. Obviously, you may not see that on the field tonight for East Limestone, but they played very, very hard, and give credit to Coach Snyder and the boys. They came out and did what they needed to do, and so great win for the Tigers tonight. Last home game of the year, unless we're in the second round of the playoffs. Yes. But enjoy the eye of the Tiger out there at the 50-yard line. Enjoy the Ardmore and the Tigers painting the end zone. Enjoy the checkerboard, because I don't know what our turf field is going to look like, Coach. And I know that we will get some say in that, but it'll be interesting to see how things work here as we get turf. And Coach O'Donnell, are you still down there? You still hear us on the sideline?
Yes.
Okay, you're cutting a little bit, Coach, but we're with you. So whenever you're ready to go, just give us. Otherwise, we'll talk through it. And Coach, we talked about some keys to the game tonight. Coach South, I know you were up here in the box with us. Key to the game was going to be running the ball. Javian had nearly 140 yards before halftime. He eclipses the 1,000-yard mark on the season, and for him, that's going to be back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
That's right.
Not as a junior and a senior, Coach, but as a sophomore and a junior.
Yes.
So that's going to be one more year of Javian Riddle, one more year of Alex King, one more year of Caden Larson, one more year of Caden Hazelwood. So the Xavier Hawthorne. So the offensive specialty guys are there for you. The big key next year is going to be offensive line play. Yes. But we do have some guys who will be able to come back. You'll have Landon Snyder. Landon Combs will be back. I'm sure we'll see him somewhere on that.
Play
both sides of it. And
Jason will be able to come up.
Yes, sir. Hey, Riddle running behind Riddle. And I know that their mom's going to be really happy.
They're standing out there beside each other right now.
Yes, sir. And here we go. We're going to let the alma mater play in the background. And then hopefully we can get down to Coach O'Donnell. I'm not sure. He may have to wait on Coach Snyder to meet with the players there. If you look back there, it's great to see the students, the cheerleaders, everybody out there. Man, we couldn't do this without the fans. Coach O'Donnell and I talk about it every week, and Coach South, I know you had the pleasure of being on the AHS Sports Network last year. We get to stand up here and talk about football, a game that we enjoy watching, a game, kids that we enjoy, but the real hard work's done down there by the fans in the stands, cheering every night. Yeah. Heath and crew up here handling all the technical difficulties, all the technical stuff, and so we're up here just getting to enjoy some of these shots down there. Shout out Cody Green on the field, helping us with these live shots. Hopefully he can get out to Coach O'Donnell, but if not, Coach O'Donnell is here. And Coach
Coach George?
Is that Coach Cal George? Give the people what they want, Coach O'Donnell. Let him speak. Go ahead.
So we have the quarterbacks coach, Coach Cal George, with us. And, hey, he's been a huge part of our program. He's done a great job. Coach has so many good things to say about him, how tough a competitor he was when he played for him at Athens. Coach, kind of just talk to us a little bit about just, in our 3-game winning streak, what we've done really well offensively to be able to put up the amount of points we have, to be able to get a chance to play next week to get in the playoffs.
Well, first, can't wait to get a hot dog after.
I had mine before the game, and it got me through to the end of the game. It was good.
The biggest thing has just been figuring out who needs to get the ball when. That's been a big thing. With injuries and different things happening that are out of our control, it's been kind of difficult to figure out your playmakers because you haven't had to rely on those guys. But guys have stepped up big time, like Caden Larson, Caden Hazelwood. Alex has done a great job. Javian, Jack Rush, those guys, Logan Newman, just kind of figuring out who needs to get the ball when.
Yeah, and that's a lot. It's easier said than done. And I won't share exactly, but you kind of having Caden out there and some of the things that he's done, Coach Snyder let me in a little bit of a secret that you talked about with your receivers that are quarterbacks in the program. And you've been a big part of the program. We just wanted to get you on, kind of put a face with a name. We've talked a lot about you. Appreciate you being here at Ardmore and what all you brought to the program. Also our soccer coach, so we appreciate you.
Coach O'Donnell, it does look like Coach Snyder is free, so here we go. He's running. They're running down to the end zone for a picture. But, Coach, see if we can get over there. Coach, he is walking from the 30, walking this way towards you. See if we can get him, Coach. We're going to stay with Coach Brian O'Donnell and Cody Green on the field, and here he is. Coach O'Donnell has got Coach Snyder. Coach O'Donnell, back to you.
That's a big one. I know that's huge. We talked about. I'll tell you the question now. I wouldn't tell. He's superstitious. I'm very superstitious, so I didn't tell him the question, I don't think. But the question for tonight was, when was the last time that Ardmore's beaten East Limestone 2 years in a row? I don't know if you know it.
2024 and 2025.
Yeah, before tonight. It was 1990 and 1991, before I was born, long time ago. And what does that mean to the program and to these fans, these kids? Just kind of tell us what that means to be able to, again, knock down a huge accomplishment and be breaking history, doing things that we've done the last 2 years. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, last year we went over there, first time since 2008. It was 11 games. We found a way to win the football game. And this year we wanted to make it a point that it wasn't a fluke, that this was sort of how the standard was going to be from this point forward. I mean, hats off to East Limestone. Like, they played their tails off. We made a lot of mistakes, but they took advantage of them. But our kids found a way to win the football game, and good teams find a way to win football games, and that's right now we're playing like a pretty dang good football team.
Yeah, no, that you always talk about finding a way. Just kind of talk about just what you guys from week 0, we had a winning streak, then had a little bit of a losing streak, back on a winning streak where we've had to do it with some guys injured, some guys playing in different spots. Just talk about your staff, talk about these kids, and just the adjustments that you guys have made, just what all kind of goes into that.
Well, hats off to our coaches first, because they develop game plans. They coach their tails off every day at practice, trying to put kids in a position to be successful. And then it's in the lap of the kids. And the last few weeks we found out that, hey, when we do what we're supposed to do, we're not too bad on either side of the ball. Obviously tonight, they stacked the box. We had trouble getting run game going, but we kept plugging, then hit a long pass when we needed it, and then got in the end zone, obviously. So, our kids are resilient. They didn't get down that 3-game losing streak, all the injuries that occurred. They didn't get down. They came back. They kept fighting. And, man, I'm telling you, hats off to them. I told them last week. I told them again today. Coach Crease used to tell us at Athens, never underestimate a man that's backed in the corner fighting for his life. And that's where we've been the last 2 weeks. Hey, we got one more to go. We're all the marbles next Friday night. Win, we're in. We lose, we go home. And, hey, can't beat that.
Hey, so next week, 7 o'clock at West Point, it's essentially a playoff game. Yep. Just talk about being in that position, the amount of times that we've been in the playoffs since you've been here, it's not, you treat it like another week, but it is a little bit more. Just kind of talk about just what it feels like to be able to have that opportunity to be able to go and play for a chance to make the playoffs. Again, for 2 years, which hasn't been done in a long time. Coach, just talk about what that means.
It's hats off to this program and the culture that people adopt. We preach it every day, about just being tough. Like, it doesn't matter what's thrown our way, adversity, success, learn how to handle it. And our kids have figured that out. And now, I told them, I said, you played well enough to where now you got yourself in a position, to make the playoffs, which is what obvious we want to win a region or host a playoff game, but making the playoffs, still creating the expectation for this program is where we are. And we got a chance to do that. And that hadn't been done around here a whole lot in the past. And, hats off to our staff and our kids for that.
Well, Coach, it's it's a big deal tonight. What y'all did tonight was a big deal. What you got a chance to do next week is a big deal. So we wanted to just get down here and kind of let you talk a little bit about it and just celebrate this big win and talk a little bit about next week. We appreciate you, Coach. Proud of you guys. 35-16, what you guys were able to do tonight. A couple big possessions right there, going down, getting a big stop, then driving down and scoring. Just resiliency. Big
first and goal from the 4 line. Turn the ball over on downs and then 9. How about that?
Big time, Coach. We appreciate the time. Appreciate what you do for the kids
Coach.
and for
Appreciate
our program and community. It's a great night to be a Tiger.
Absolutely. It's always a good night to be a Tiger.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you.
Coach O'Donnell, thank you for that. Coach South, pleasure as always to have you here in the box with us. And I don't know. I know that Coach O'Donnell and I will be traveling next week. Coach South, you may be listening to us on the road, but if you make the trip to West Point, Coach, please feel free to come back in the box with us again as we watch our seniors walking across this field for their last time after their last home game. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you guys here on Friday nights at home from Cooper Field. We will be on the road for the next 2 weeks. Next Friday night, 7 o'clock at West Point. Win and we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ardmore Tiger football here on the AHS Sports Network.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Whether you're buying a home, auto, or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank offers personal loan solutions. Or setting new business goals, our commercial loans can help you achieve them. At CB&S Bank, we're here for all of your banking needs.
Caution. The temperature isn't the only thing soaring this summer. Call Ardmore Telephone Company today and upgrade your internet to move faster than ever. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss our internet options so you can connect to everything you need. Give Ardmore Telephone Company a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Vice President Crystal Tucker, and together with my team, we have over 120 years of hometown banking experience. We love to help represent First National Bank in our community, and we would love to be your banking partner. First National Bank, making communities great.